So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, he loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knops guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
I don't need this glass.
So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, he loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knops guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time to Beerded Guys.
That is the official show debut of Off-Screen Matt's theme song for the Two Beerded Guys.
Yes.
As you can tell, I love it because it's cheesy as shit.
Oh, it's so cheesy.
I like that John's dancing was just him stroking his beard.
Well, he started with this
Yeah, he
and
kinda-
then
he
just...
He kind of ran out of swaying motion, so he's like, all right, go back to wearing that beard.
I shaved mine before I got here, so.
We were going to be the Three Beardeds, but, you know, she had to shave.
God damn it. Was it a beard accident?
No, that was on purpose, I think. Welcome back, guys. Sorry for last week being off, but I think at the end of the night it's going to be worth it because I was in
hope
Denver
so.
and I brought back what I think is going to be a good beer. And either way, I had a stupid amount of fun, so I can't complain too much.
I had to hang out with just off-screen Matt.
Yeah, I felt bad for you on that. I saw your little one beer
Ouch.
live on Instagram, you know. But we have...
I made sure he didn't count, though.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah, all right.
He still matters, just doesn't count.
Yes.
We have
much ask
some
Kelly?
we have some great beers lined up, we think.
We think.
We have some major brewery powerhouses coming in. And then we have a couple that are, they could be either really good or who the fuck knows. Our guest today is the one and only Ivana. We are very excited to have her. John and I both know her from our time at Books and Brews. She was one of our employees at the mothership, and we got to know her pretty well. And so we couldn't think of anyone to end 2020 better than Ivana. This should be fun. Nothing else,
fun. I'm
she'll
excited.
dance more, I guess.
When in doubt. Dance it out.
But it is time for us to do our shenanigans, drink a little beer, and have some fun.
Yes. Such a difference in recording.
I know it is.
Yeah. We definitely had two different goals with those songs that
Right.
Tommy and I made.
Matt, we got any people on right now?
I don't see any on, so either this thing is jacked up or maybe people are late to the late
I'm
showing
gonna be
up.
really mad if we enjoyed
Did all
our
that
theme
and-
song and
It says we're broadcasting all three, and I did see it on
YouTube,
at least
we are broadcasting.
YouTube and Facebook we're on.
right.
I just don't know if the comments are working on here because sometimes this glitches out on those.
Hey guys, if you have my cell phone number, text me if you're having troubles commenting, and if you don't, comment or send a message to Two Beerded Guys Instagram. That way we know.
Yeah.
But also, again, thanks for coming back. Quick shout out to all our sponsors. You can see them on the right side of your screen.
Oh, there's Brett. Yep, you heard the song. All right, we got comments coming
Very
in.
cool.
Make sure you check out all our sponsors. We'll talk about them more later. But they are going to be on the right side of your screen. Whole bunch of cool people and companies.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm ready to drink.
Well, what's our most anticipated?
Nope. I'm ready to drink.
just
Fuck
going?
all of it. We're just drinking. No. What is our most... I'm
We finally
sorry.
established a routine, and Tyler's fucking it out the window.
Tyler,
Fuck it
out
out the
the window. Grace Enstrom. But most anticipated beer of the night, Matt.
I have to go with the River North because everything I've had from them has been just a delicious joy in my mouth, and I can't wait to have more of it.
You heard it there, folks. Delicious joy in his mouth. Ladies, he is single. Call him up.
Hey.
But be very, very direct.
Yeah, he still won't pick it up, but be very, very direct.
Yeah, obvious is my middle name.
Oh, Russell's messaging us. Comments on Facebook, but not when in full screen. I don't know if he means us or himself. My guess is himself, because we don't change the screen.
Well, I'm not getting any comments from Facebook, so I don't know what's going on with that. I already tried refreshing it. It's not.
He says he sees comments, so people are commenting on Facebook. So
They're just not showing on the screen. Maybe?
I will pull it up on my phone here in just a second,
let's
guys.
go to the third screen, a.k.a. my phone.
Are you pulling it up, Matt?
Yeah.
Perfect. John's most anticipated beer of the night.
So I'm sure the River North beer is going to be the best beer of the night. There's some that'll be close to
We
it.
got some
but,
powerhouse breweries going to push it.
But I think the one I'm most interested to try is going to be the Untitled Art.
I'm looking forward to everybody trying it.
I mean, it's tropical fruit punch. I mean,
I almost wanted to pick that one, but
yeah.
The fucking Pixie Mix.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that one. I'm sure it won't be as good as some of the others, but I'm excited to see what it's like.
Oh, yeah, we have lots of comments. Real quick, Kevin Atwell, what's up, brother? Russell, as always. Carrie, as always. Val, what's up? And Sarah Burns goes, is that Ivana? Except she put Ivanka because evidently she doesn't know your name. Way to go, Burns.
That's all right.
But thanks for listening, guys. We're having a little troubles reading our Facebook comments at the moment. Matt's going to pull them up on his phone if we can't get it working on the computer, so that way we will still be able to interact with you. Russell, thanks for the love and helping us catch up where we're behind. Our viewers are seriously the coolest people on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Ivana, what one are you looking forward to?
I do love me some IPAs, but my most anticipated is the marshmallow slushy.
The slushmallow.
The slushmallow, yeah. Never had a slushy beer, let alone one that tastes like marshmallow. So I'm ready to dive in.
I'm going to say just watching the video on my phone from Facebook, it definitely clearly omitted fucking people that we have like for our fans. You're like, we got the coolest fucking people. Yeah. Definitely did not put fucking on the the subtitles. I was intentionally really
like, and I said that very clearly.
Yes, they definitely I think chose to omit that.
So even though we have 3 powerhouse stouts and we have this Pixie Mix, which I'm excited for, I'm gonna go with the Anchorage IPA. We've had some really good beers from Anchorage. We've had a great barley wine from them. We've had great stouts from them. I am excited to try the IPA.
Always cool can art.
That
never let you
know.
Amazing can art.
The can art's stupid cool. So, but yeah, anybody else, Matt, that we need to talk to before we start drinking? Because as you can tell, I am in the mood to drink.
I think you got everybody caught up before. Yeah.
Russ screenshotted who was on and said. Okay. Again, so our first beer is the Pixie Mix.
The first one.
From Untitled Art. It is the Fruit Punch. Beer with natural flavors, brewed and canned by Untitled Art out of Wisconsin. I love how they always put who their artwork on their can is.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to say that guy's name.
You
You speak a ton of languages. Maybe you can help me out.
Barely don't. Disclaimer, I do not.
I helped her with a resume when she was applying for something new. We were putting all the languages she speaks.
Yeah, no.
Technically, like 4 of those countries all speak the same thing, but it's fine.
Yeah,
it's
no,
Spanish,
I
huh?
couldn't even do that.
I
don't know.
I will say that was one of my most fun days was when we were doing your resume for your.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We were like all at the bar.
What languages can we say she speaks, even though it's the same? The countries all speak the
How
same
will they
one.
know? How will
They won't look it up. It just sounds fancy.
She gets that one person who speaks those
right.
languages.
5.5% ABV. Well, she does. We weren't lying. Just like 4 countries happen to use, at least part of the country uses the same language.
It's not my fault they didn't want to be one country.
Exactly. Damn Eastern Bloc countries had to break up.
Right.
But yeah, so there's not much on it other than Fruit Punch, Pixie Mix, Untitled Art. That's
You
pretty
have
much
to say
all
it like
that's
that
there.
now. You can't say it any other way.
Oh, Fruit Punch. Don't get me that wound up. Although as much sugar as we're probably going to have from our first 2 beers tonight,
Right.
I might be sitting here just...
Tyler's already bouncing off the walls. He had a nap.
Damn straight I did. All right, while I'm pouring this, I got this from our sponsor, Indie Craft Brew at Books and Brews Muncie. He hooks us up with all our 450 beers and then random-ass occasional beers that are usually pretty fucking good. Check out Books and Brews Muncie / Indie Craft Brew Bottle Shop out of Muncie, Indiana. It is where you can find some of the rarest, hard-to-find beers in the state, including every release 450 does. So if you're into the 450 slushy scene or have always wanted to try it, and you're on the north side of Indy, drive on up. Mike will hook you up. They're open Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Okay, so a couple of things.
And
Brett
this beer's
says,
gluten-free.
off-screen Matt looking sexy as always. I don't know if he's got a camera somewhere I don't know about.
That's what I was getting ready to say. What the hell?
This matches my outfit. Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right.
And this smells amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It smells and looks like cherry 7-Up.
Or like a carbonated. Oh yeah, cherry 7-Up.
Which is vastly an underrated soda.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. I am excited to see everybody. So I did cheat. I tried this Saturday. That's why I have it. We tried it at the bar, and it shocked me. So I was like, I must bring for show.
Yeah, that's really good. It's
Fruit punch!
It's carbonated Kool-Aid. We need the Kool-Aid man to jump out of the back.
Oh yeah! I mean,
Or just paint Tyler
I'm
red.
built like the Kool-Aid man, so
I wish we had had that on the soundboard. Oh yeah.
We don't have like so many buttons, so it is a struggle.
technically we can make the buttons be multiple buttons.
What? I can barely handle one buttons.
Yeah.
That's why we haven't
All
done
about
it.
push buttons.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get away with just like saying that, and we were gonna. Yeah.
No, not on this show, dear. We don't miss anything.
I mean, it is what it says it is.
Yeah, that's
It's so much better than I want it to be.
good.
And it doesn't taste like overly sugar.
No.
Sugar-esque, whatever.
Sugary.
Sugary. Thank you.
Sugar
Yeah,
esque.
sugar ass.
we're not even one beer in.
It's not overly sugar esque.
It's not the half pound of sugar.
I'm bringing
like
out my
real
best
Kool-Aid.
vocabulary for the show.
She's gonna start speaking her other languages.
Right.
soon.
Oh God. I'll be sitting here doing this. I don't know what she said.
Well,
See,
hopefully
Facebook can figure that
hopefully
out
our
with
Twitch
captions.
guys will watch.
Yeah, our Twitch guys would be like, "Holy shit! I know she's the only one I understand." The only people that
expand our
watch
fan base.
the only people that watch our show on Twitch, and it's very rare, are people from European countries and all sorts of stuff.
It's like
And,
Iceland. Like,
we
what
literally
the
had
fuck? Where did
Okay.
you
we
come
had two
from?
guys, one from Sweden, one from Germany, one time start watching the show, were interacting with us, realized there was a guy from Sweden and a guy from Germany in the Twitch thing, and started talking to each other on our chat while our show was going on.
Yeah, just
We just
kind of
made
trying to one up each
connections.
other on who's got better beer country.
They were like arguing over beer and stuff. And then like, I'll send you meat. Well, I'll send you beer. And they're
What
like,
are they sending you guys though?
nothing.
Okay.
No, we just facilitated this happy meeting of two strangers from different countries.
All right.
We get the gift of friendship.
Speaking of
There you
which,
go.
because of delivering beer, the beer giveaway was a phenomenal success. We had a ton of people sign up for it. Unfortunately, only one person won, so on the spinning wheel thing, did you see how close it almost landed on Shuggy?
Yeah, I saw that.
And I started laughing on it. Please don't land on someone who's been on the show. And the problem is, a lot of people who've been on the show are like, I want that mug.
It's rigged.
We've been accused of this before.
Well, I recorded the wheel.
Yeah.
I saw that.
And I'm literally watching it going, please don't land on Shuggy. Please don't land on Shuggy. And then I'm like, well, at least it's not my brother. At least it's not my brother. Brett was trying to, like, bribe me to give it to him and everything else. I mean, have you seen that mug? It's fucking
I
badass.
know. Yeah, I looked
Yeah.
at it before the show.
But it will be, if you're watching, it will be shipped out next week. I'll box it up and we'll get it shipped. Hopefully the, system actually gets it to you, unlike many people's Christmas gifts.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Post office.
No!
Yeah, we'll avoid them.
Alright, so this beer is exactly what it tells you it is.
Yeah.
That's good.
Carbonated fruit punch. Great on the nose. Very light. It's, unlike the slushies and stuff like that, it is just a drinkable beer that happens to be fruity and fun.
And gluten free.
And gluten-free. So yes, if you have a gluten allergy,
And you like Kool-Aid.
the Pixie Mix beer is the one to go with. That actually caught me a little off guard when I read that.
Where were these guys actually out of?
They're out of Waunakee, Wisconsin.
How many
Okay.
cheese?
Brewed and canned by Untitled Art. So yeah, for those of you that haven't watched the show or it's been a while,
Our first time guests.
yeah, our first time guests, like the lovely Ivana. We did not introduce ourselves today. I was so excited to drink and debut his song.
You were excited for the song.
Well, and debut his
The
song.
song kind of introduced you guys. Wait, does the song have Matt in it?
No.
No, I don't count.
TBG underscore ops guy.
He wrote the song.
Mudhog B&Q, and our beautiful guest, Ivana. There we go. Oh, and behind the mic is...
I'll scream that.
There we go.
And our beautiful guest of honor is...
I already said her name.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Okay.
But once more.
Ivana.
I literally went, TBG underscore ops guy, Mudhog B&Q, beautiful Ivana, and...
Oh, I thought you said beautiful guest. Okay.
Yeah, no, we you're... This is why he's behind the camera, folks.
Huh?
So our score-wise, we are going to do it on the untapped scale from 0.25 to 5 in quarter increments. 3 is a perfectly average beer. So if you think it's a perfectly average, it's going to be a 3. Above a 3 is above average. 4 is you're going to start seeking it out. Even if it's not your style, if it's a beer like, man, I kind of want something funky or fun or whatever. Or, man, I don't drink stouts normally, but if I'm going to go get that one.
Yeah.
That's still above a 4, even if you're not normally searching it out. Above 4.5, that's when you're getting into you go from trying to be objective to 110% like personal bias is going to go into that 4.755 range.
Yeah.
Below 3 is below average. You get below 2, it's like anything above 2, you're still drinking pretty. All right, I'll drink it. I may not buy it, but I'll drink it.
It's flawed somehow, some way, but it's
under
fine.
2. It's all right. I'd really rather not drink it. 1 and lower is for the love of God, put that shit in the trash and give me a water. We've only had a handful of those.
Best IP in Alabama.
No, it was above a 1. It was a 1.25. I looked it up.
All right. Well, shocker.
Shuggy, I think, or no, it wasn't Shuggy who was on. Whoever was on that day bumped it up just a hair. They felt bad. But there is a beer in particular, our lowest scoring beer.
Listerman Pride.
Yeah, see, I didn't even have to say it.
You definitely like served it up.
Well, duh. That thing's a piece of
Scarred
shit.
by that beer.
It was a
unanimous 0.25.
0.25, which is the lowest score we give.
We can't give it a 0 because it won't register on Untapped if you give it a 0. So you have to give it a 0.25 to be the low score.
It was straight vinegar, unless you got some sediment. Then it was like honey mustard vinegar.
So we take the average score of the 3 of us. So myself, John, and our guest. And then we will ask Matt what he thinks. His score doesn't count. He matters as a person, Kelly. But, he just doesn't count. So, although right now that Santa Claus blazer is definitely,
you guys could see it.
It's definitely making me want him to count. Like,
Yeah.
I've never wanted him to count before today, but that blazer.
I
woo!
really am looking forward to his newest Instagram post.
Yes, don't forget to follow all of us on Instagram. It's our names, Offscreen Matt. So, TBG underscore ops guy, Mudhog B&Q. Offscreen Matt's going to have some of the more entertaining memes centered around the show and Matt. But that's what happens when you have your own marketing.
Yeah, we've got a great writing team. Great writing team.
Matt over there had somehow the guy behind the camera gets his own marketing guy. Jeez.
Social media guy.
But yeah, so back to this beer. John, any final thoughts before you rate it?
Shout out Bob. It's really not a beer.
Bob
beer,
Couch.
not a beer. Love you, bro. Not a beer, I would say. Tasty.
Oh, that sounded good.
Oh, that felt amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll probably pick that up.
That mic's really good. It probably did.
It's not viscous at all, even though it's
No.
yeah, it's beautiful color. I don't know. It's just kind of fun and unique.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
What are you going to rate it, John? It's a tough one.
yeah,
Because of
I'm
how
gonna
weird
go-
it is.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I want to give it a 3.5.
Oh.
I feel like I'm gonna go 3.75 though, as kind of a compromise, because if I want to get something fun and unique for somebody, I'd go buy this for them. But yeah, it's for me, it's 3.75.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and call it John's having a bad tongue day.
Oh,
No.
oh, I hate people.
For what?
Oh, somebody just opened up a DKML, that Founders DKML we had last show,
Yep.
and tagged me in it on Indie Beer Snobs and was like, I just opened one of my DKMLs tonight. I'm like, you dick.
Right? Okay.
I don't like this man anymore. I did like him. I don't anymore. But yeah, so John's starting off with a 3.75. Ivana, your score?
I'm going to give it a solid 3. As it's like sitting on my palate, you definitely get more of that sugary, not sugar-esque.
I don't know. Sugar-esque might be the new word.
Sugar-esque, aftertaste that I'm not a big fan of. Just makes me feel like I'm going to get a gnarly headache the next day. But it's delicious nonetheless, especially if you're looking to try something new.
When I was working at Books and Brews Muncie to help out Saturday, when we sampled this out for the bar, there was multiple people that bought 4-packs to take home to their wife.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because he's like, the wife never likes beer, but I think I might get one that she'll drink.
Right.
And I think that would definitely be the case.
And it cracked me up because when I tasted it, I immediately went, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
That's definitely that's a basic beer.
It is.
A lot of fun though. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I think it's above average for anything in this fun kind of not is it beer, is it not beer-esque style. Little bit of sour that offsets a lot of the sweet without being sour. It's just that little bit of tart, little bit of what am I gonna do? And I don't know. It's just fun.
It makes me happy because that is a 3.5 average, and that's kind of
there's something about just
where I wanted to be.
Fun beers that when they don't try to be more than they are. They're not throwing in a bunch of adjuncts or anything like that. They were just like,
Yeah.
It definitely is what it is.
I'm going to make a fun beer without having to add a bunch of shit to it.
And it does kind of taste like they didn't. I don't feel like they used a bunch of real fruit and things like that. It just tastes like they put powder.
There was one of the guys
Really
at the
powder.
bar called it basically the old white trash bullfrog alcoholic drinks.
That one?
Yeah. So when you like it tasted like that.
But it's way better.
When you took like vodka, Mountain Dew, and dumped a fucking Kool-Aid packet in it,
Okay,
it kind of like has a little bit of that bubbly, like,
Yeah.
He started laughing. He looked at all of us and was like, dude, it reminds me of college and drinking bullfrogs. And I was like, oh, like my body instantly went, oh, you haven't thought of those in a long time. Matt, not that you count, but what would your score be?
Apparently, I'm the high seat on this one. I would go 4 for that, just because
Ooh.
it was delicious, it was fun, it was different, it was what it said it was. For that style of beer being a 5% is pretty, pretty
5.5,
decent for that.
wasn't bad.
Like, can't fault really anything they did. I thought it was well crafted, tasted good, and I would like to have more of it. I don't know that I'm going to be able to find any, but I would definitely like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we sold all that was left that day at Muncie.
Yeah.
There was like a case left, and I think we sold it all after we sampled one of them out.
That's awesome.
And also a quick shout out, we got Sarah Decker watching. What is up, Sarah?
What up, Sarah?
Yeah, I don't know if you normally watch and just don't comment and I don't see you, or if you just first time watching, but what's up, girl?
And what is it? Is it still getting any?
One of this just says that she's watching. I get to see that on my phone.
Because on the
but not
phone you can
here.
see who checks in. Too.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're watching you. I guess you're watching us.
Also, before we move on to our next beer, John, what is up with your new glass?
Dude, yeah, so thank you because I somehow found myself on a newsletter email list
I definitely
for a website called Craft or Die.
It was OnlyFans, actually.
And
That's not what I was expecting.
we can put
Oh,
this
it
on
was a
Bandcamp.
boring
It was actually a lady sitting there in her OnlyFans with just this between her boobs.
I mean,
And then I was in.
Twas a late-
I'm the beer bar.
He
the beer barian,
subscribed
so-
and bought the glass.
It was a boring
Yeah.
Christmas Eve. And I found myself perusing the interwebs.
like one does.
But yeah, shout out Craft or Die. I mean, this is an amazing looking glass, great artwork. I bought it on launch day, and once I got the package, he's like, "Hey, for everybody who bought this on launch day, here's a free one."
So Tyler got a Christmas present.
Yeah,
Super dope.
I might have been a little
And now he'll
excited.
put it on his OnlyFans.
yes.
Between his boobs.
Between my boobs.
Yep.
You know, we were talking about this. That reminds me.
Starting our OnlyFans.
Well, starting
You might be,
OnlyFans-
actually.
There's no shame in that game.
Yeah, there's
No,
a chance there's a off-screen Matt OnlyFans in the future. Just throwing that out there.
With the jacket that he's wearing. Okay,
We
sorry.
had talked about a
just the
special
jacket.
Instagram,
Maybe
Sue and
that.
I, like a year or two ago.
Oh, God.
Beer and belly buttons.
Oh, I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So it's
So
just
you know
picture
how
of
all those women, with the beards between their boobs, stuff like that. So it would be guys, hairy, big dudes, basically holding beers
By their
next to
belly
their belly
button.
buttons. I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
I was around for that.
That is not going
Yeah.
to have the same mass market appeal. I hate to
You
tell
know what's
gents.
funny is there is a guy who does that on Instagram. He calls it something else, and he has something like 50,000 followers.
Yeah.
And all it is him, a very large man, he's kind of built like me, very hairy chested, holding beers and just like this, can't see his head. Just all you see is this gloriousness.
You got it, you got it.
I wish I could remember his Instagram
It's all
handle.
just your confidence
Right.
and your attitude.
Because I think he entered into like one of our first giveaways. I
Yeah,
think's how I
yeah.
ran across him.
Yeah. He actually won, didn't he?
No,
No, he won the.
it wasn't the same guy. Another guy that does
Okay.
something similar won something else. I don't fucking
So wait, there's
remember.
at least 2 accounts here. So now you're saying the market's saturated and you're trying to be the third guy.
Dude, do you realize how many women do this on Instagram? Oh, actually, it's more like this.
Not enough
push
is
that
the
real
answer.
hard.
Not enough.
All right, so
Yeah. So shout out Craft or Die.
Right, that's where we-
Amazing glassware.
that's where we were at. I couldn't remember what started that entire
In
conversation.
case you haven't watched the show, we go on dramatic tangents.
Usually there are a few more beers in, but
I love that. Yeah, like he's just on his cell phone. He's
Is
just,
he?
Yeah, he's just on his cell phone.
I always like taking like a selfie with
I think
it's a
he's-
mirror selfie.
Yeah.
He's doing a mirror selfie.
Or is he checking into Untappd? Because it's definitely his Untappd profile on the other side of the glass.
That's fair, but that'd be a weird spot to hold it. You
He's just
don't.
reading it.
You don't hold your hand.
He's Conan.
It's
He
not
can
his
do what he
phone.
wants.
Shout out, Kristen. What's up? You just made the mistake of telling me you're watching.
Oh no. Oh no. No. No.
But yeah, I got a text. I'm being
shit.
creepy and watching the show. So
Why is it creepy?
Yeah, we got all right. Actually, we got a few more. All right, so Dale Litton's on.
Matt's messing up his job.
Well, no, I literally just
Is that
looked and
Dale
there wasn't.
Dale?
Now there's
Yeah.
a surplus.
Damn.
Captain Dale.
Yeah, he says Facebook comments aren't popping up on screen no mo.
No mo.
We don't know why.
Yeah, sorry guys.
If you take it off full screen, Russell says you can see the comments on your end. We have Matt reading them on his phone, so you still will get some love. Talk to us. If you have any questions, we'll respond like always.
And Carrie said he's got it pulled up on the big screen on YouTube. It seems to be working fine, so maybe that's a better platform for this evening.
We
knows?
never change how we stream,
No.
and we drop like random things happen all the time in our streaming. Like YouTube will just be like, no, or Facebook will be like, you know what, today, no comments for you.
You know what it is?
Forget about Instagram.
It's every time we try to do something.
Post. Well, that's because we had to
Instagram
sit.
puts us in a square.
It like
Can't
keep
put
it
us in a
limited.
box.
so
Right.
like John and I are big dudes, and then you add a guest in between, and a lot of our guests are at least average sized human beings. Some are bigger, and you put all three of us in a screen together. You're like this.
Family photo.
And when the pandemic going on, we thought we'd at least spread out a foot
Yeah.
instead of 3 inches.
I think I figured what all right, sorry.
I was hoping Matt would say something on that one.
I think I figured out what happened with the comments though. Every time that something jacks up is whenever we try to give me a mic or do something relating to me.
Yeah.
We put the song on there that I wrote, so now we broke the internet because of me again.
God damn it, man.
Actually, it's because so many people are trying to find a way to download it. That's what broke the internet.
Nah,
Yeah,
broke
we'll
the
go with
internet.
that.
All right, so our next beer, because we've taken like a half hour to
Far
do
too
one beer
long.
today.
One beer.
I don't know, for the guy that was like so thirsty and ready to drink, like he's really not pushing the beers.
I'm just happy to be together. I'm sorry.
I know.
1 week
What
apart
a-
was.
It was kind of weird.
What are you gonna do for like the next couple weeks? Was it 1 week?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it was-
every week.
It's one skip
Every
We
week.
won't have it next week.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, next week is January. Yeah.
All right, so
You're so pretty.
Change. Listen, I'm just here for a good time.
our next beer is by 450 North, another wonderful gift by our sponsor, Indie Craft Brew. It's the Slush Mallow Abominable Fluff. I can't wait to put the can on Can. Blackberry, banana, marshmallow, and strawberry.
I did not see that when I first saw that beer.
Did you forget to read?
Yes, sir.
The-
Well, at least she leans into it.
So yeah, I'm not sure the ABV. I didn't look it up. Shame on me. But yeah, so I'm excited for this just because of the can more than anything. The beer, we'll see.
the best character in that show. Santa is by far the worst character in that show.
I don't know. The fucking elf that rips his damn teeth out is. Oh, how do you make the Bumble, nice? Rip all his teeth out.
That
No,
show is
Well, that
brutal.
was nicer than killing him.
I don't know if it was.
Now he can't eat anything. He's a apex predator who can't chew meat.
I mean,
Nom, 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 nom.
he got domesticated. He put the star on the tree at the end. Like, he turned out to be a nice guy. His teeth just got in the way.
He got domesticated because what else was he going to do? He's hoping they'll grind up some food and give it to him. He has to drink his meals through a straw.
Maybe it's because he had a whole bunch of cavities. He had toothaches all the time, and that's why he was mean.
That's the only. Well, shit. God damn it.
If that was the case, then yes, I would be like, all right, the dentist elf isn't a bad guy. But
2 red beers in a row.
I know,
You can
right?
go listen to that show.
Podcast.
On Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews on whatever platform you listen to podcasts on.
As well as other holiday-themed adventures of the cinematic.
yep. So we've had, what all did we do this month? We did Rudolph. We did Christmas Vacation, which
Yep.
was just launched Monday.
We did Die Hard.
We did Die
Home
Hard.
Alone.
We
It's
did
a Christmas
Home Alone.
movie.
So that's the 4 we've done so far. We have 2 more that we'll be recording tonight, and they'll go live sometime tomorrow, and that'll be the end of our Christmas month. And we'll be moving back into our, I would say regularly scheduled thing, but we plan them out like 3 days ahead of time. So
I know what one I want to
So
do.
back to our regular schedule.
sounds good. Yeah, back on to normal
It smells
schedule.
so good.
It does
This
smell
one
good.
this one smells
I'm kind of
promising.
afraid to taste it because it smells good,
Right?
and I don't want to ruin what I'm smelling.
I don't think you will. No.
That is a weird combo.
That is a weird combo.
Really, I really like it.
I'm not
What's the
saying it's,
combo again?
I'm not saying it's bad.
It's not bad, but it's
just saying it's a weird
yeah. Like, it sounded like it would have blended better hearing it.
blackberry, banana, marshmallow, and strawberry.
I get no amounts of marshmallow whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree with
No.
that. There's no marshmallow.
Banana and strawberry usually
Banana.
work pretty well together. Is the blackberry the thing that's making this kind of...
The blackberry is the overpowering.
I'm getting
tart.
banana and blackberry. That's what I'm getting.
I think I taste strawberry, but I'm not 100% sure because that blackberry, every time I take a sip, it's just like.
Yeah.
That was a whole mess of blackberry.
It's not bad. I would have liked more marshmallow. There is a little sweetness at the end that I think is kind of what the marshmallow's like. What it's left at. I think that's the marshmallow, but
It's
As
definitely-
always-
definitely slushy.
it is a true 450 North
Thick.
slushy. It's thick, multiple
Damn,
seats.
boy. He thick, boy.
Girls say that too?
Oh my god, yeah.
And new button on our machine.
Yeah.
You're going to need you to stick around after this so we can record you saying that.
Done.
Yes.
Absolutely.
we don't even get one that's already on there. It's just Ivana.
Yep.
Yep. Perfect.
All right, so I did bring up that you speak a lot of languages. How many do you speak, Ivana?
Well, I recently took a Spanish class. That didn't work out as well as I thought it was going to be. Barely speak English. Let me put that on the table.
Accurate.
And then technically Croatian, Serbian, Bosnian, Montenegrin, and
See, I told you it was fun doing it that day.
but they're all from the same country. They're all from ex-Yugoslavia, so the lingo is just different, but you all can get by the same. And then
So
I
it's like
used,
speaking Kentucky and Boston. And,
exactly, literally.
That's pretty accurate.
I'm gonna use that from now on. That's a good way of actually describing it. And then that's about it. A little bit of Spanish. Maybe with a couple beers in, I'll speak better Spanish. And then I used to know German, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
That was my first
You
language, but
blew
I don't
it.
even know.
Way
Yeah.
to go.
4-year-old me knows German. Fluent German. 25-year-old me is...
25-year-old me's
Sad
had a lot
excuse.
more alcohol, and German went right out the window.
fucked it right out the window.
Or now, when you get drunk, does it come back as drunken recall?
And we'll see.
I mean, at 4 years old in Germany, she
Challenge
probably was
accepted.
drunk.
Right. The only good trait that came from Germany, a lot of things, but the beer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Speaking of the beer, it's not bad. I'd like it. I wish.
It's a little
For
improperly
me, branding
balanced.
wise, it's underwhelming.
I wish 450 had whoever blends Drecker's beers.
Yeah.
Whoever balances that. The brewmaster at Drecker, if he could just go over there.
And teach them.
Because they have a ton of cool ingredients that I think should blend well, and they just never seem to do it.
Yeah.
Because Drecker will take the same ingredients, and it'll be the smoothest, most blended, and you'll get all the flavors, and you're just like, mwah. And this, it's like, I get most of the flavors, but it's like, I hit you, and then I hit you, and then I do it again.
Yeah, it's the same problems we've had with the last few. There's a lot of different things that's supposed to be in there, and it's just they're not working. It's not blended well. You're not getting everything. So
Time for Dish Bitch to do his job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
That was his first title actually on the show. Was Dish
Dish
Bitch.
Bitch.
Okay.
He's been promoted, but he still holds Dish Bitch duties.
Okay.
Dish Bitch is always Dish Bitch.
So yeah, he's producer. When we're out in public, I introduce him to people as our show's producer.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's people who watch the show, and then I'm like, yeah, he's Dish Bitch.
Yeah. So this beer, it's kind of where it's at. It's kind of
That is cool.
great idea, great can art, didn't quite execute.
Not mad at it.
No,
Like, it's not going to get
good.
railed by any stretch of the imagination, but not what I was hoping. You got any final thoughts? You're first to grade this time.
I am first grade. All right. Even though I said advertisement is underwhelming because it's definitely not what it says it is, I actually really enjoyed it. So I'd give it like a 3.75. I liked it a lot better than the fruit punch because I am a sucker for tartness. I do love me some blackberries.
And it is tart, and I like it.
I just love how you said that. Love me some blackberries. I'm going to give it a 3.25. I think it is above average, especially by what we've had. And we try not to compare, but especially compared to some of them we've had, I'm going to say it's above average. I think the flavors are there. Just, they need to be balanced more. If they could balance the flavors that are there, use the marshmallow to soften some of the other flavors and really bring out things, I think that could be a good beer. But
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3.25 on it.
And that's exactly where I was at too. It's 3.25. So
More for me.
as a 3.5 average.
All right, guy who doesn't count, what would you give it?
I'm kind of in line with you guys. 3.25, I think, is pretty fair. It's better than a lot of the ones that we've had. It's the balance thing is off a little bit. They could have toned down the blackberry a little bit, let the other fruit shine in there a little bit more. Did have a good consistency though, and the flavor was good, just a little off on the balance. So like, there's a lot of promise there, just a little off the mark.
Definitely close. I definitely think it wasn't far off from being a pretty damn good beer.
And I'd say it's a lot better, like you said, not to compare, but compared to a lot of the other 450s that we've
Not
had
to
in the
compare,
past.
but in comparison.
Yeah, this is on the better side of the 450 stuff that we've had. The more recent stuff we've had is a lot better than the stuff we had prior, where we were very.
It seems like they are
anti-450.
getting better, in my opinion. Now,
I agree,
the
yeah.
diehard 450s may say they're getting worse. Who knows? Because it is changing. I'm starting to enjoy them more. I'm finding them more in the average to slightly above average on the slushies now. More consistently.
Yes.
Like, we had some that we thought were pretty good in the past, but then a lot of misses. And lately it's been more that, right about here, we're just kind of holding steady.
It seems to me like the beers have gotten cleaner and better crafted.
I agree.
I don't know if they've just updated and gotten better at their just kind of cellar procedures and things like that. But I feel like there is more consistency now. I just don't think they've nailed the balance and the crafting of the recipes yet.
I will say that we have also still not had a 450 truly explode.
No.
We had one somewhat bubbled. That was about it.
Did just get the banana though. Had a burp. Get a banana burp. That's where it's at. It's hiding on the back.
It's got to be
no.
banana, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have much of one there, but I had a little bit, so I was like, well, I'll go ahead and try it, see if he's right. Hell, it's nice it looked that way.
You did.
We have a lady with us
A
today.
lady. She's been holding in her burps all this time.
It kind of hurt to call you a lady, to be honest, right there. Like,
Ouch.
That kind of hurt. It hurt.
We've hung out at the bar too much.
Yeah.
Nah.
You've seen some things.
Ivana came and kept me company when I was going insane working by myself during quarantine at Books and Brews.
Yeah.
It was
rough.
It was very nice. She come in and like hang out for a few minutes. It was just like,
Another human.
Civilization.
you're
Social
real.
interaction.
Are you real? Are you a mirage? Our next beer, we're moving into the part of the night that Ivana is looking forward to because it is IPA time. Our next three beers will all be IPAs, and I'm going to switch these I put those out of order. Woohoo! All right, so I had an Imperial, then a New England, then a stand. It was yeah. So our first beer is going to be.
Ivana's face is just like so concerned. She's like, why would you do that?
Our first IPA is Mountains Walking Double.
There's the most genuine look of anything I've seen serious on this show.
Oh man.
Basically, it was one of those I didn't read the can.
Just like that time we had a 14%er at the second beer.
17.
Sorry.
As the first beer of the night.
Second
Second.
beer.
Second
Yeah.
beer of the night.
We had to ease it in there first beer.
All right. In all fairness, the description on the beer did not tell you. Did
It's
not.
just a Belgian golden.
Yeah, Belgian Gold. Not even a Belgian Gold Strong, just Belgian Golden Ale. And we're like, oh, that's a nice kind of light beer to start the day off. So we had like a sour, and then we put it second before the IPA
That's
and
nice.
stuff. Yeah, it was a 17.5% beer.
God
That
damn.
started our night off, basically. By the time we got to the end of the night, we felt great. Anyways, this is the Double Grazing Clouds New England style double IPA. The can's shiny as fuck.
Not Imperial, but a double.
8.5%.
Imperial.
Yeah, it's the exact same. Or no, this one's 0.2% higher, so it's a good thing I switched them.
You really saved us there.
But this one's an IPA. This is New England. I figured this will be juicier. Which means I'll be wrong, let's be honest. Anytime I try
Oh my
to be
god,
right,
it's so juicy!
Yes!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
he actually remembered to use it.
I forgot for a second. I was
dropped
like, wait, I think I got a
everything
button
to
for
go
this.
Did you see him like flinch toward it?
He did.
Oh, that looks so pretty.
Thank you. I've been working
The
on
beer
it.
looks good too.
Yeah, I brushed it today, but mask beard. It's a thing.
It is a thing, yeah.
I had my mask on during baseball practice today, and I haven't been able to get it to tame back down since.
It definitely, like, creates a wave, and it, like, bunches everything up, and it puts a wave in there.
Oh, yeah. And at baseball, I wear, like, the standard, like, paper mask type thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I get hot as fuck. And so, like, with a cloth mask doing that. So I wear the paper mask during that, and I have, like, you look at me in, like, a picture or something, and it'll be, like, hair sticking out here and here and here.
It's a look.
It's like, I'm sexy, and I know it.
So you're saying that the next endeavor we're going to go into on the swag is going to be like some beard caps that like give you the wave thing, like the skull caps?
I still say we should have done glitter beards for Christmas this year.
I'm actually really
Hell to
surprised
the
you guys
no.
didn't.
That seems like so much work to get that out.
New Year's beard?
Huh?
Anybody? New Year's beard?
I mean,
We could do.
I did it for Halloween last
We
year.
could do like full glitter beards, like I showed you, like those guys on the TikTok.
That was
intense.
a lot.
That was a lot.
By the way, guys, just since I brought up TikTok, make sure you follow Two Beerded Guys on TikTok as well as Instagram, Yes.
Do you guys have a TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter.
It's amusing.
I bet, yeah.
I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Follow us on all socials. Check out our website. Check out Facebook.
OnlyFans.
Not yet, but I do hear there might be an off-screen Matt OnlyFans coming. There is also an off-screen Matt TikTok.
There
So
is.
check that out. Check out our personal
That dude
socials.
finds beer everywhere.
I don't know where he finds them. I mean, he found one under a bridge.
Right.
But check out
Just like an
Mudhog
RPG boys, you gotta
BNQ
look
on
everywhere.
Instagram. It's Mudhog BNQ, as in beer and barbecue. You're gonna get a lot of beer and barbecue. It's gonna make you hungry.
I put together Legos on Saturday on there.
Did you really? I haven't looked in a
I
while.
went live for like a solid 30 minutes at least. Just,
Nice.
just put together Legos.
Follow mine is TVG_ObsGuy. You're gonna mostly find beer, but then also memes and board games. And then off-screen Matt is nothing but straight up dank ass Two Bearded Guy related memes. And I absolutely suggest following it. Sorry, shameless plug.
Yes.
Is there going to be any jerky going on to your socials there, John?
Oh, there might be some
That's
jerky.
that's his
There might be
future
some jerky.
OnlyFans.
John's jerky?
John's jerky.
Please tell me that's gonna be the name of your OnlyFans.
Could be.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, you beautiful bitches.
Good job, off-screen Matt's social media guy.
Yes, Russell, thank you. Again, check out Off-Screen Matt. Also, speaking of Russell, the only bad thing about having sponsors, you gotta try to give them all shout-outs. Make sure you listen to Russell Hecubus Owens, the Nightcap with Russell, on Nightcap with Hecubus, on Turf's Up Radio from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Monday through Friday, we prefer you don't start till after our show's over at 9 on Mondays, but that's us being selfish assholes. But check it
Welcome
out.
to the show.
Thursdays you'll hear the dulcet tones of John helping out by doing our Turfs Up radio call. Occasionally I'm on it, occasionally Matt's on it as well. Twice a month you'll definitely hear John's dulcet tones doing Bunker Sports.
Yep.
The Beer Life Bunker Sports. On Turfs Up Radio as well.
I'm going to try my hand at writing one of these at some point.
Oh, that's terrifying. But yeah, so
Let's see how it works out for him, Captain.
check all that out because Turfs Up has been huge sponsors of our show almost from day one. Yeah. They are the ones that put up our podcast. So they pay for all our podcast time, everywhere that you can find podcasts, everywhere you can find our drunken movie reviews. We're everywhere because Turfs Up pays for it. So we appreciate them 110%.
Yeah.
Salute you, sir.
Also, we have a new project on the way. I can't give you anything because we haven't actually figured out what we're doing yet. But check out, here in about probably mid-January, we should have an announcement over a new partnership and new fun things.
Yes.
I like to talk about the pet name of the week, which...
Has he given it?
Russell is also the progenitor of that. I do not see it yet, so that's why I was going to try to shout that out.
YouTube comments crashed.
We've been on a couple-week hiatus. Oh, but I wonder, maybe that's why we can't get it. It's just none of the comments are working
Comment
anywhere.
on Facebook. Matt can read. Comment on Facebook. Matt's reading off phone. I'm also texting it.
And now it's converting to text on the We're stamping all the bases here.
I'm making sure all you fuckers know.
I like that project was such a tease. You're like, we have something so exciting coming free, but we can't tell you anything about it.
Oh, I do that constantly. Now, what's really fun is when the said project falls through at times, and I forget to tell people it fell through.
Yeah, that happens.
This one shouldn't, but,
Yeah.
We'll
do something fun.
COVID, you never know what happens.
The Rona.
This beer.
Yeah. I've had to pack 2 weeks worth of shit into one thing.
Yeah.
I like this beer. It's pretty tasty.
I do too.
It was a little better when I had it fresher, too, so...
Which,
We've had this for a minute.
it's still pretty solid.
Yeah, that's why, like, if it were fresher, like, I think you'd enjoy this even more.
Mm-hmm.
March?
May 11th.
Okay.
Day before my birthday.
That's not bad, all things
What
considered.
clouds? Beers like this double, Grazing Clouds, are short-lived... The shininess is making it real hard to read. Are short-lived gestures that come and go like the weather. You'll find them only in our tasting room. What clouds? Gone already. It's shiny as shit.
Yeah.
Who writes this stuff?
Marketing people for breweries.
Well, I didn't expect it.
My guess is the marketing person for Mountains Walking.
Thank you.
So, it's a New England IPA that's 8 months old.
What would you do without me?
I know.
So, it's lost a little bit of the brightness and freshness. With that being said, it's still soft.
Soft, pillowy,
Yeah.
8.5%.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Little sweet. The hops actually have settled down a lot. It's still soft, pillowy, still getting the flavor, just not as much.
You're not getting much bitterness, so
Yeah.
if you don't like bitter IPAs, this would be a good one for you to try and drink because it's not. It's
Little grassy.
a little bit.
Which,
So if you like that in your IPAs,
kind of just throw there, having had it, like I said, prior, even still, like, having it fresher, it wasn't much overly hoppier, just had a little more, like, a juicier flavor to it, like a little more of that citrusy kind of juice coming out of it.
Let's see, kind of a lemon and then a grass sort of.
Yeah, so just a little more, like, I think you said bright was a good word for it, it's a little more flavorful as far as, like, that fruit juiciness,
Yeah.
but otherwise it's still pretty tame hop-wise.
Yeah, this would be pretty solid.
that's weird. I just noticed that when my brother texts me, it came as a number that my phone didn't recognize, but it's the same phone number he's had since I was in, like, middle school. So...
This is what happens when I get new buttons.
Well, it's possible I got drunk and deleted my brother's number. You never know.
That's fair.
I was in Denver for a week. Shit happens.
I said, bye, family.
I ain't coming back!
Right.
There's things here I can buy.
Yeah, shit. I was in Denver.
I cannot confirm nor deny that I did that because in this state it is illegal, and I will
Skiing?
not confirm or deny.
Skiing, yeah.
Well, that's just not as much fun here.
No, she wasn't talking about, like, mountain skiing.
As the poor lady sitting in the middle.
Oh! I was talking about you, Tyler, not her.
Handshake. Oh, it's a good night. I love when friends are on the show.
I know.
So, aka most every show, but
Yes,
yes, he hit the button.
I don't know about you guys, but we're having a great time.
We don't really know why people watch us. I mean, beer wise,
They probably just drink whenever we do dumb shit, so they just never stop.
it's actually a drinking game.
We have our own drinking game, we just
Yeah.
don't know it.
But
That would be amazing. I really want to know about that.
Russell's now going to create it. We brought it up. It's going to happen. Skies of Wonder. Or no, wrong one. Double Grazing Clouds. It's my turn to go first.
Yep.
Does anybody have any final thoughts on the beer? Ivana?
I do love me an IPA. I have no. Why are you?
Do love me an IPA.
I do love me an IPA. I do reckon this tastes
She
just
also
fine.
speaks 80-year-old.
Any old Texan?
Hey, old Texan.
I was thinking more Kentuckian, but, might be Texan.
I do speak Kentucky.
Add that one to the
Like
list.
we all do.
Yeah, add it to my resume.
All right,
So you're saying it's Louisville, not Louisville
It's
or
Louisville.
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 it's actually Louisville? No.
Lois.
Louisville.
Tyler.
I'm going to give this... We're so off the rails stuff. I'm going to give this beer a 3.5, which seems like all my scores are going to be in the mid-3s for today so far. But I'm going to give it a 3.5. I think it's very tasty. If somebody handed it to me, I'd be more than happy to drink it. Soft, good ABV, nice sweet IPA, New England flavor. I'm happy with it, so I'm going to give it a 3.5. John?
God damn it. I don't want to agree with you again.
It's hard, I know.
3.5.
Are we having a rare, you guys are on the same page today?
I don't
You
like
guys
it.
saw that.
My
don't
tiny
like
little
it.
racer.
I don't like that we're on the same page. I like this beer, and actually, I think this beer, if I had it fresh, it would have a chance to be a 4 or higher because I see lots of potential with this. It's everything I like in a hazy IPA, including 8.5%. So.
Without being the exact same flavor.
Yeah, exactly. So being this can, this beer, this can, 3.5, but I definitely think fresh, it's probably a much higher score. I really like it.
And Ivana?
Now I wish I didn't rate the marshmallow one at 3.75 because I don't want to rate it the same.
Doesn't matter. It's this beer this time. Every beer's different.
I don't feel like it should be on the same level, but 3.75.
Yeah.
She's mad at herself.
I am. I was
That's
overzealous with my
why,
rating.
that's why we always do each beer adds its own merit because otherwise you do get mad at yourself.
That was like the night that we did the double ale songs, where it was like,
I went with my gut and I was right. They were
yeah,
both 5.
You
They
were,
were.
but it was like, I can only go over from here. I can't go up, so I kind of wanted to rate it a 4.75 just so I could.
Have you guys rated beers 5?
We have 4
We've had
beers
very few.
that have been consensus 5s, not unanimous. We have only had 1 unanimous. The second Rhino wasn't even unanimous, was it?
No, one of the ale songs was, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was the second ale song because Pete even gave it a 5.
Yeah.
That is our only unanimous 5. Our other 3 average 5s have been 5, 5, 4, 7, 5.
Okay.
And then obviously that averages out to a 5. But yeah, we have 4 out of 405 beers.
So I was thinking about this the other day.
410 beers, something like
Near
that.
say
the
that
end of
we're
the
picky.
year, so it seems like we're gonna have to do one of those top 10 beers we drank this year.
List
Blah blah
type
blah
thing.
blah. And also, does anyone else, when they say unanimous and anonymous, and you got to really think hard so you don't switch the
No,
words around?
no.
All right.
Now that you did that to me, though, next time I
Right.
go to say it, I'll never have had problems with it in my life.
You're gonna
Now
say,
that
"Oh,
he said
that
it,
was
I'm gonna
anonymous."
Like, it was an anonymous fight.
Oh.
God damn it!
Why don't you start saying Uranimous?
You're right.
You're animus.
I'm gonna stab John with this tiny little
I don't know. I
bastard.
feel like can we get that off of his hands? He's kidding.
Stabby.
Right.
But yeah, so I gave it a 3.5. John gave it a 3.5. Ivana gave it a 3.75. That averages out to a 3.5. Correct.
Yeah. Yep. And I love the fact, I just got a screenshot of some of the Facebook comments, and at the very beginning, because of the theme song, Carrie was just like, "Wow, that was just wow."
That's what we're going for.
Is that a good wow or a
Wow.
bad wow?
No, I
Doesn't
think it was a
matter.
bad wow. And
We're
I'm
looking
with
for
you.
a wow
I'm with
nonetheless.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
I shouted out Carrie, but I didn't even read. Hey, Valerie Outwell said, I forgot to tell you, Matt, that she said that theme song is amazing.
Hey,
Oh,
also,
Yeah, what's up?
Liz says hi to her tangy little mortar salsa.
Oh, good Lord, I hate you.
I'm not even getting comments on my phone now. I think I broke the internet.
This was a screenshot from Russell.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I guess while we're catching up, Jason Bell is on YouTube's. He says, I usually play the video on Tuesdays while working. It keeps me sane.
That's awesome.
So he's probably playing
Wow.
the drinking game that we don't know about. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
yeah.
The official, unofficial.
Yep.
So the guy that's drinking the DKML is trying to trade with me. That's why he tagged me. He has 2 bottles left. Yeah, he wants, like, expensive bottles of whiskey for 2 bottles of DKML. Like, no, I'm good.
Oh, in that case.
Yeah.
So
That beer's amazing, but no. Now, if he was saying all the beers he had listed there for a bottle, there's some
Maybe.
good stuff. But yeah, so that was a solid beer.
yeah.
We do need to get through at least one more IPA before we cut this
Right.
hour off.
Yeah.
Because we do have a bigger bottle.
We started slightly late.
Started
round.
slightly late, and we.
Speed round, no tangents. Let's go.
I was ready.
That's adorable.
Yeah, Tyler's like,
You do remember what show we run, right?
We run this.
I am gonna say real quick. I have a slight tangent, or not tangent, but off thing. I love that fucking shirt.
Thank you.
The Funko Pop Star Wars.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you. With
badass.
Ray and C-3PO.
Please tell me that was a Christmas gift.
No.
Oh.
It was one of my last. I had one of those loot boxes.
Oh, nice. How have I not seen that shirt yet?
I don't know. I have a lot of Star Wars shirts.
You do.
that's true.
I have as many Star Wars shirts as Matt has hats.
That's a lot of Star Wars shirts.
It is.
I have a lot.
Speaking of which, that is a new hat today.
Yeah.
It is.
I think this is the bottom of the barrel. Like, I forgot that I had this. Others talking like sock hats. I guess it's the season. Nope. Got some more.
Yes! More hats!
But they have no bills.
Gotta put your drink in front of your face.
so much
Thank
work.
God for the handled mug, which, by the way, in case you wonder, the only thing Matt's allowed to drink out of from now on is handled heavy glass mugs here on the show.
Matt, what did you do?
Broke his really nice windmill glass.
I had an accident.
At least it wasn't a beer accident. Alright, our next beer is Fort George Brewing Skies of Wonder. It is an Imperial IPA at 8.7%. Kind of a unique design in the can.
Very
Interesting.
geometric.
Fort George Brewery and Public House out of Astoria, Oregon. They could not have made that harder to read.
Green on green.
This is on the shiny can.
I will say this. Drink fresh, do not age.
Well,
Good luck on that one, guys. This one is from June 1st of 2020.
Better.
we don't follow the rules.
So, you know, we have 3 weeks fresher. We're trying to get through our old beer, I promise.
What a problem to have. We're just trying
Yeah,
to
right.
drink our beer.
We got so
have
much
too
beer, we can't drink it all fast enough. And we have a show where we drink 8 beers every night.
Right. You guys just don't understand the struggle.
Well, how many beers came in your last order, Matt?
John? I feel like you're the guy that did the counting. I don't know. I did the buying, and then I stopped looking.
Expect sediment.
Was there like 117 different beers?
Not that many, not different. Maybe like different count, but I think there was like 60, 70
No,
different.
this was your biggest order.
I mean, unique beers.
It was 4.5.
There was probably 80 unique beers.
Yeah, it was 4.5.
But I think it was 117
Yeah,
beers
it was
total.
4.5 boxes, right?
Yeah. Like, the poor delivery lady couldn't carry all the boxes. She just left them in the garage.
There. You guys got this.
Yeah.
We have 3.5 average beers so far today.
Yeah, that's a good day.
Well, it just makes me laugh that it's literally been 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. Nobody's pulled the trigger and given a 4 on anything yet.
No.
Ivana just
I
don't want to be the
haven't
first
had
one.
a...
Doing
not been
a
anything
quick
worthy
math
yet.
off the page, I feel good about the mid-60 range for different beers.
I don't want to give like a 5 on everything. I'll be like, oh, this tastes good. I'll give it a 5.
Well, that's
Bob
why we
did.
have our system the way we do it. That's how you don't count
There's
anymore.
alcohol in this. I'll give it a 5.
We have done that to people.
That's when I start counting.
We have literally taken people's right to give scores away.
Really? Aw. I
Yeah.
respect.
We were doing
Really?
core
So-
beer night one time.
I think it's
You
only
know what
Bob,
beer
Core
right?
beer
Oh,
from
okay.
like local
Yeah.
craft breweries. So the beers that are very rarely a 5, very rarely a 4 or 5, like those just easy mass marketable beers that everybody will enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, the Cliffords, the Osiris's, the stuff like that. Those middle of the road core beers. Very first one she had, 5. We're like,
God damn it.
Yoshi, let's be friends.
so we gave it another. We went to the next beer. She's like, 5. We're like, okay, Matt.
Matt, you count this time. We're taking your votes.
It's only happened twice.
I like the nose.
Yeah, for this being as old as it is, it's holding up pretty well.
I like the nose.
It's got... No, I'll let you guys taste it first. I'm getting some orange citrus flavors out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still retaining some
What's
of the
that fruit on the front of the can?
some of that fruit.
Is it a peach?
It's a yellow orb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Geometric orb.
You have no taste for art, do you, Ty?
Look at this can.
Abstract.
It's geometric shapes in a circle.
Well, you got
I
the leaf
clearly
there,
see
too.
an orange tree with leaves in the background.
You are all so full of shit.
If you close one eye, tilt your head and close the other eye.
Imagine like you got one of those magic eye pictures. You know, do you see the sailboat? Do you see the sailboat?
Try looking at it upside down.
Thank you for getting that.
Oh, I got the movie reference. Don't
Oh, I
worry.
forgot that's like one of your favorite movies.
Damn straight it was. He just quoted Mallrats. It's fine. He started doing it. And I was just kind of like. There's not a lot of people who like enjoy Mallrats like I do.
Enjoy Mallrats.
I feel it's underrated. It's more of a cult movie. As before Kevin Smith got so big, a lot of people missed it.
I watched Mallrats with Kevin Smith.
Oh shit!
The Kevin Smith?
Yeah.
Or a Kevin Smith?
No, with the Kevin Smith. It was at one of the festivals or conventions.
Oh. Okay.
It was an evening with Kevin Smith was the event.
Neat.
Sounds like
And then we watched Mallrats.
an evening with Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
That'll be our next
Wait, was
prize.
this Fat Kevin or Skinny Kevin?
Skinny Kevin. Yeah.
I do miss Fat Kevin. Only because Skinny Kevin's kind of creepy looking. Just because I've seen him in so many movies as Fat Kevin. That you see him now as Skinny Kevin and you're like, you look healthy and that's weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you almost die. Like,
Well, like in Mallrats, he wasn't that big, though. Like, he got progressively...
no, he was... That was not Skinny Kevin. That was pre-Fat Kevin.
Right.
Then we got
Pre-Fat
Fat
Kevin.
Kevin.
Oh, well, okay.
He is Skinny Kevin. He cut out like all sugar. And
But not the
almost
weed,
did he
don't
go
worry.
did he go vegetarian?
Yeah.
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 Went vegetarian, cut out sugar, and now he's like, yeah.
He
Well, yeah, 'cause he
legit...
doesn't eat anything.
He legit almost died.
Because he quit eating everything?
No,
No.
before that.
He did this in response. He had like a massive heart attack.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
That's
I really
good.
like this beer.
I like that citrus.
So, on that note,
I like... Now that we talk about
Kevin Smith almost died. How about this beer?
I love the citrus.
Yeah.
That is unique.
Done really well.
That is different. We've talked a lot on this show lately about IPAs and how I'm sick and tired of everybody using the exact same hops, the exact same malts, the exact same, and every damn IPA being the exact same. This is unique as hell.
Yeah.
And it's
Very,
old.
very citrusy, light,
Yeah.
soft, still a little bit of hop flavor. No bitterness. It's the hop flavor. This
Yep.
is more of a hazy style imperial, but I'm enjoying
Yeah,
the
it's
hell out of
really,
this
really
thing.
Absolutely.
Matt, the non-IPA guy, what do you think of it?
I really enjoyed that one. I remembered having it before because, again, just with the age time, I was like, all right, I need to go ahead and put this down. I remembered liking it then, and it's still holding up even now. So I think that's a little bit of a testament that it's aged as long as it has, and even though it
Yeah.
specifically says do not age, and
That's
it's holding up really well.
yeah, that held up real well.
And it clocking in at what, almost 9?
8.7.
Yeah.
That's a pretty smooth 8.7 too.
Yeah, we've had a couple
On top of the good
smooth
flavor.
drinking 8s so far. So,
I like it. I can only imagine what it tastes like when it's actually fresh.
Right?
oh, I bet
I
it,
want to taste this out of the bright tank.
I bet it fucking explodes like
Yeah.
Where does it explode, Tyler?
all over my mouth. Not in it. Over.
Over.
That's a short pour.
And Ivana will not be back for hour 2, I don't think. She's gone. She fucking just. These guys are weird.
I already knew that coming.
She already worked with at least 2 of us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I knew what I was getting myself into.
That's fair.
Wait, she just did her own air horn. Like, I forgot. What did we forget to say earlier?
I am my own
you-
soundboard.
All right, hey guys, please do me a favor, especially on YouTube. Make sure you click like, follow, subscribe, and smash that like button. Matt really wanted me to do that.
Yep.
John, you were first to score.
You know, I am going to go a straight 4 on this, and with the same caveat as the other beer. Like, I think this could be a higher rated beer if it was fresh. So, with this beer right now, it's a 4. I will go find this again.
Ivana.
Solid 4. Can't complain. I do love me some citrus.
I'm gonna have to disagree with both of them just a little bit.
It's fine.
And I'm actually gonna go
Thank God.
higher. It's a 4.25. I honestly,
Damn.
I think this has the chance at being one of our highest rated IPAs if we'd had it fresh.
Yeah.
I'm very sad that we didn't, but I'm also very happy that we enjoyed it just now because that was a stupid good
Yeah.
IPA. And it's probably our highest rated IPA in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 4.25. It balances out to a 4 average.
Yep.
Damn, that was good.
That was, yeah.
It was unique. It was good. It was balanced. The flavors worked together. Off-screen, Matt, what would you have given it if your score counted?
I was kind of thinking like a 3.75 plus. You know, not quite.
That's
Seek it
pretty
out.
good for Matt.
But then hearing you guys talk about it, it's
You
kind of
don't
like,
do IPAs.
well, yeah, I'm not the biggest IPA guy, but even still, like, after you guys kind of spoke to Pete, it's like, maybe a 4 is kind of more appropriate.
The uniqueness, the difference.
Yeah,
it was finally an
definitely.
IPA that didn't taste the same.
Because we really have hit that
Right.
IPA wall recently, because I got on the whole haze and all that stuff trained pretty hard, and now I'm like, now they all
It's a
taste
reason
so
I'm
much
freaking
alike,
full.
and this one did really stand out. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think the 4 is a worthy score on this one.
Yeah, so midsummer we got Matt to really like jump into the IPA boat.
And I went in both feet.
But the problem is he didn't like jump in and be like, well, I shouldn't overdo it. Every IPA that popped up on Taver that had any sort of cool can or just had any sort of ingredient that sounded good, he bought. So there is a reason we have really good IPAs that are still from June.
I feel you, Matt.
And
gotta go in, you gotta go in.
now these
Right.
IPA burn out, and it's like,
What is your favorite?
Stouts. Oh, hard
oh
stouts.
yeah,
Alright, alright.
they're both massive stout guys, and I am too. But the only difference is barley wine is my number one. It goes barley wine then stout. There's a stout.
Yes.
So
All 4
guys,
of them.
that is going to be the end of hour number 1. We will have 1 IPA for hour 2, and then 3 stouts.
Stout.
It'll be time for the big boy stouts. It'll be time to have a little fun.
That's not
3
Little John's. It says shout. Stout. Everybody.
Tommy.
We actually have 4 powerhouse breweries coming up.
Pretty pumped on them.
This is going to be a good time. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll be back in like 2 to 5 minutes. I'm TBG_ops guy.
My dog being Q.
Our lovely guest.
Ivana.
And behind the camera, the one, the only, Santa.
I'll scream at.
Hey.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll be right back.
special occasion.
It's
It's,
the
the
debut
last
show.
show.
Occasion. It's debut day.
Last show of 2020.
Debut day. Okay.
Just listen to you guys.
Are you gonna ever hit it?
So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys from the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knobs got loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the money last than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
Again, that is our new theme song brought to you by the one and only Offscreen Matt.
I just feel like if we could get a better quality recording.
Not better quality singer, better quality
That's what I
recording.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That quality
Appreciate
singer
the
probably wouldn't hurt.
authenticity of this recording.
It is authentic. It's authentic.
Hopefully one of these days we'll get a better recording of it, but I love the song, mostly because it's cheesy as shit. Normally you'll only hear it once per episode to open the show, but since it's the debut, the end of 2020 show for us, it was like, let's open hour 2 with it
let's
too.
go.
And by let's open it, I mean I told Matt to hit the button. I didn't give John much say in that one.
There's so much backstory like to even recording that, and the whole like we were sitting there trying to get it the first time, and I was like, this sounds like something that. Why does this sound? It sounds like it sounds like Hawaiian Elvis and Hunka Hunka Burning Love. That's exactly.
We literally were like Hawaiian Elvis, and then we're like, what song exactly are we thinking of? And we started going through Elvis songs, clicked on Hunka Hunka, and was like,
That's what
it.
it sounded like.
he had a Hunka Hunka Two Beerded
I
Guys
would love
going
to hear
on.
that version.
It's in the computer somewhere, I
I know.
think.
It's
Did you
just lost
delete
in
the
sand
Hunka
time.
Hunka?
Darn.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was. I didn't want to get rid of that one. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, it is hilarious.
That was too drunk to be trying. That's what that was.
We were all feeling good that night. Matt was feeling good. We drank some heavy beers. Plus, we waited till after the Two Bearded Guys drunken movie reviews that we drank a lot more during that episode. Yeah, it was. We had a lot of Hunka Hunka Two Bearded Guys going on.
It was saucy.
Guys.
God damn it.
Guys,
Real quick, too, just because there's some comments that I didn't get to
woo!
see.
Comments!
Yeah, like at least
like us.
John pulled up the magic of the internet over here. I think we caught most of them, but Brett had to go in the spirit of the whole Christmas and everything. Said they pulled a total Christmas Vacation moment where they found a present 9 years old and they totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
he just texted me. It was like, Jamie found a Christmas present. And that's actually it's kind of a theme in my family, but it's always my mom. It's almost guaranteed that one of us boys, or all three of us, end up with a Christmas present in like June.
All right.
Or in like sometimes your birthday in like September. Like if I
But it's wrapped in
my
holiday
birthday's
paper.
May. You know,
At that point, you just
yeah.
wait till the next birthday and be like, what's wrapped in Christmas present paper? It's the only paper I have
Oh no,
left.
that's my favorite.
Right.
Is when you get something in Christmas wrappings, aka she lost it originally, and magically in May for your birthday you have an extra gift. She's like, oh, I got a little extra this year. I'm like, if you wanted to pull that one off, Mom, you really need to rewrap it. Like, Mom's we every year we're like, hey Mom, did we get everything? And you'll see her literally go, shit. Or this year, I think we got everything. If I remember right, Mom was excited that we got everything this year.
Nice.
I think it might be the first time in my
I would say,
30
family
years.
first.
I've been like 30 years.
It's
I
a
think it might be.
Christmas miracle.
Love you, Mama Danner, if you're watching tonight.
I was looking through those comments too. Like I think Dell was making multiple comments, like just saying
Being Dale.
and like he wasn't reading them.
Yeah,
And she was like, "Fine, I'm out of here."
it was the only person I could not see them.
Dale gets a little mad at us.
Sorry, Dale.
He was probably trying to make fun of me and Matt when reading it.
He was like,
A little bit, yeah.
"Screw Tyler. Hi, John. Hey, Ivana."
Sounds about right.
Yeah, the internet sucks sometimes.
Dale loves making fun of me. He's not as good at it, though, as Tabby. I miss Tabby. We need her to pop in on an episode again. All right, our next beer. The last IPA of the night. Sorry. This is by Anchorage Brewing, so a powerhouse brewery.
Yeah.
This is The Doomed. IPA triple dry hop with Citra and Strata. 6.4%. That's unusual for them. Brewed and canned at Anchorage Brewing Company in Anchorage, Alaska. their can art is seriously always some of the like
Yeah.
coolest shit ever.
I believe it's called Super Dope.
Super dope.
Super
What the kids
dope.
call super dope.
And if you're wondering how you can get your hands on some amazing Anchorage Brewing beer,
Good fucking luck.
No, just be part of Tabor. It's on there
Part of Tabor.
frequently.
Yeah.
all the time. And use that fancy code.
Yeah, it starts with 666 because it's Mark of the Beast.
Yeah.
Make sure if you do see Anchorage and you've been wanting to try them, just pull the trigger. Anchorage beers tend to disappear on Tabor
Very quickly.
very quickly.
Unless it's a $30 375 ounce, which we do have coming.
Wow.
Hey, that's not the most expensive Anchorage
No.
beer we've bought.
Yeah, that's what my thought. He was like, well, it's a wow, if I could talk. Woo. Hold on,
Words are hard.
Yeah, if it's a wax dip 375 Anchorage stout, I was like, I thought it was like a day and it didn't sell. I was like,
We bought a 16-ounce can from Anchorage one time.
barley
wine. That was a $50 can of beer.
Let the record show is a wax dip 16-ounce can. So it was
saw the can.
fancy.
But it wasn't the top that was wax. That was the funny part. It was,
It was
the bottom.
What the?
That way you can open them.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
the
mean,
core.
it's a lot harder to cut through the wax on a can than a
But
bottle.
now, luckily, our sponsor, Ugly Pete from Water Performance Technologies LLC, actually ended up buying that beer for us to help out the show. So
As long as
thank
we
you.
agreed to drink it with him on the show.
Yep.
And
That's
we
fair.
did.
So thank you, Pete, and make sure, guys, especially if you work at, manage at, or run or own a brewery in the state of Indiana, call Water Performance Technologies LLC. He will hook you up at probably the best price you could possibly do water filtration, specifically because he loves breweries, loves drinking beer, and half the time will be happy to end up spending most of what you pay him back at your brewery. So
And I've used his professional services. You can decide which professional services. He knows what he's doing.
John used Pete's professional.
Which professional services did you use?
His waterworks.
Oh.
That,
Not get much better. But in case you think
So this is
Ugly
where I need the
Pete's-
ding ding, John, right here.
Yeah,
Beep,
yeah,
beep.
yeah.
did you get rid of Ding Ding?
From
That's
that
his
song.
favorite button.
not the ding ding.
For his
Of all the buttons you could have got rid of,
I asked him. I was like, which one should I get rid
that's
of?
like his favorite one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a panic moment. We need to make room.
But anyway, if you think Pete's name sounds familiar, that's because Mr. Pete has been on the show 6 times.
He's like, when we have a pandemic cancellation, he's like, yeah, I'm in.
We schedule him as well, and then anytime there's like a last minute pandemic related cancellation, it's like,
Oh, that's good, boys. Sorry.
Keep me in mind.
Bonnie's like, I would like to be on that list.
Yeah.
I will be on panic list.
Perfect. Matt's making all sorts of noises.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I want to hear what you guys have to say on this
Ooh.
because I
Crisp, refreshing, little grassy.
This one isn't aged.
No, this is
Okay, doesn't taste
October.
like it.
No,
Okay.
this is just October.
So definitely bright.
Late
crisp.
October. 10/20, I think I saw. No, 10/9, but still.
Okay.
No, it was funny. We were transferring beers up from the drawer to
the second
Five
box
second oldest,
and the second box to the first box.
and I pulled the Anchorage out of the drawer and went,
He didn't say. They just looked at me and then slid it in front of the other ones.
move the others back. We put 2
And I said
older
nothing
ones
either.
on, but I saw Anchorage, and I'm like, I'm not letting Anchorage sit any
I
longer.
just kind of gave that closed-eyed just nod in agreement. You know, no words are said.
Plus, that can's just fucking cool as shit.
Per usual.
Oh, love their can.
All right, so I'm gonna get ahead. This is really fucking delicious.
Yeah.
But
Easy.
I'm kind of getting a little bit of like a sweet like candy like finish at the end of it, kind of like a candy coating almost. Like, is it just me? Am I crazy? Like, all right, if you had like a handful of nerds, you know, like that sweet finish that you get at the
You
handful of
lost me.
nerds.
Are you having
Nope.
a bad tongue day?
I'm having a really good tongue day over here. Maybe I'm just off, but
Again, ladies, the man is single. Give him a call.
Catch him on a good tongue day.
see, we need those masks, John. Hashtag good tongue day.
Yeah, hashtag good tongue day.
Is my mom watching?
Not anymore.
Right.
I don't want to hear it. I've had female guests literally give my mother sex advice on the show.
It used to be a
so-
segment until she stopped watching.
How
I
have I
wonder
missed
why.
that episode?
It was like 3 episodes in a row. We
I mean,
had like
you
3.
want to give her some advice?
She's not on, and no.
We can make it a short part. We can send it to her. It's fine.
No.
We'll have an after segment.
God, there was like 3 episodes in a row. Mom would tune in, we had a female guest, and instantly it was like... And she'd tune in like during hour 2, so everybody's a little liquored up, and our guest would be like, so I hear you have a new boyfriend, or something. It was
Turn
just
to the
like,
Mom and Danner's dating advice.
yeah. Oh, God. That was uncomfortable sometimes.
Not for us.
Nope. No, it was good.
That is tasty. That is clean, well brewed, soft yet crisp.
Yeah.
Like it's a soft mouthfeel. Ding. But
It's bright and crisp.
very
and
bright and crisp. That is everything I want an IPA to be.
I think balance is a good thing on this one. Like it's got some of that juiciness. It's got some of the hop, but not a whole lot. It's got that grassy finish, but not overly grass. Like
The only thing I would add, and this is because of personal preference,
ABV.
well, always,
Right.
but
Yes.
that's without saying, is I would like a little more bitter. A little more bitter on the hops. Just because I like a in-your-face hop bomb. But this is so well balanced, I'm not upset at all that it's not there. This is got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Anchorage made a damn good IPA.
I was gonna say they set themselves up for continuous success somehow. Like we drink them with regularly high expectations. This is one of the few we haven't had very many IPAs yet, I don't believe, and
No.
Art by Massive Face.
really nothing that we've had from them has been bad. Like
I want to meet Massive
they
Face.
crush it with almost everything that they do, and it's weird because they're in Alaska. Like who the hell picks bumfuck Alaska to make a brewery and then crush it with everything that they make?
Everything.
What else are they going to do in
Well,
Alaska?
the funny thing is, since they're up there,
Besides crush it, you're right.
well, what's funny is, since they're there, the only way for them to make true money though is to ship it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they have a literal limited supply of people up there,
Yeah.
and I mean, there's Taver got a hold of them and has been
Yeah.
like, "We'll take everything."
Yeah.
I'm sure it's worked out very well for the both of them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So
My
I,
bank account can attest.
I don't know how often I've had strata hops, so that's kind of interesting. I think from a personal standpoint, I like some of the hops that were in some of the previous beers we've just had more than the strata, but that doesn't take away from how well crafted this beer is. So, Ivana goes first, right?
Do I? Just me.
Thank you, Dish Bitch. What is your score?
That is probably going to be my favorite of the night. Mm.
I don't know. We got some good sounds coming up.
You know me, IPAs.
Yeah, but
all day.
we turned Matt into an IPA person at somewhat. You know, we can turn you into a stout girl.
I'm stout. I don't know if I like stouts. But. Anyways, my rating is going to be. I'm going to go all in. I'm going to say a 4.25. 4.25.
Yeah.
It's the most mild all in.
I know. It's like,
Well, I was thinking of.
She said all in,
Is
and
there
I
a
was
line
like,
between.
oh!
she's going 5.
I wanted to
Whoa.
go 4.5, but
Yeah,
there's
that's
like.
there.
I wonder if there's like one in the middle. 4.25, 4.5. 4.49.
So 4.5.
Yes.
Got it.
We'll go with 4.5.
I just love that. I'm going all in. 4.25.
I thought 2.
That would have been Bob.
Yeah.
I'm going all in. Q.
Cute.
John's brother was a guest on the show one time. and,
16.
if you guys have not watched that episode, please look in our YouTube files and watch the Bob Couch episode.
Done.
Very entertaining.
His score didn't count.
But
because
whose did?
we gave the score, the same rundown I gave at the beginning of the night, and the very first score he gave was a 6,
I respect it. I
and
like
then
it.
the very next score was a 5. Well, it's a good beer. Is it the best beer you've ever had? No. Then why are you giving it a 5?
He was nervous.
He was
You
Pressure
are
in the
nervous.
numbering system.
he was nervous before the show and did shots, and we didn't know
We
about it
didn't know. Yeah.
because he was afraid he'd be boring. He was
He was
definitely
not
not
boring.
boring.
That's smart.
So Matt's score counted, and Bob puked outside after the show.
Yeah.
Which
be like Bob
I
when
think
I
it must
grow
be. It's going to be a mandate. If he's back on the show, we need to repeat that process.
It was.
Alright.
It was.
Do Bob special.
Special.
It got to the point where the only rating we cared about from Bob was, "Is this beer?"
Yeah, that was literally the running segment.
Because some of the
Joke.
fruitier stuff, he was like, "This is not beer."
A beer. So how can I rate this
It's
as beer?
delicious.
beer.
This ain't even beer.
All right, so she gave it a 4.5. I'm gonna follow suit with a 4.5.
I am going to go with a 4. Well crafted.
Wow. Wow.
Someone's got to be the critic around here.
You always gotta fuck it up.
I've agreed with you all night. So
That's the only reason he gave it a 4. God, I can't agree with this fucker again.
yeah. Done with this guy.
Welcome to my life.
And
Let's
that
get
is
dynamic here.
that is a 4 1/4. 4-3-3.
Alright, so...
I'm not suave and sophisticated.
And our scores that were...
he's Tyler.
Abrasive.
Abrasive.
Hey! He's worse. No. Guys, the scores we're writing down and telling you can find on our Untapped, Two Beerded Guys. Like everything. We got that name for literally everything. There is no periods anywhere. No change of names. No numbers.
No underscores.
Two Beerded Guys. Bearded as in Beerded, because we like beer and we have beards. You know, unless I fuck it up and have a beard accident. You never know.
Been on a good streak lately.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
May time frame?
I haven't updated in 2 weeks, so add 14 days. 232 days
Wow. Okay.
Was that a beer accident?
without a beard accident. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Matt came the closest.
Should we
Came
start
really close.
including beer accidents too? Because Matt breaking his glass kind of.
Well, Grace and
that's a
Matt would
separate
have
chart.
reset the clock.
Yeah.
Grace too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grace
I
broke a
haven't
glass
yet,
as
but it's
well.
still.
Night's not done.
Yeah, I know.
Grace's was hilarious because she legitimately, Matt like dropped his coming back from there. Grace on this table on the pad dropped a glass from like here, and
I mean,
It just shattered.
it just fucking
been
boom.
there. Oh, the glass shattered? Oh, okay.
No, the table.
No, like she
Not the
legitimately,
table.
was just like, and it just shattered. Matt dropped his on the concrete, like.
Yeah, and then I shed a tear because it was my window glass.
All right, but anyway, we have more beer to drink, and it's the stout time.
Also, we got Tabazon. You mentioned her earlier.
Yeah!
And she shut up.
Hey.
She said not me pooping in from work. Oh, no.
Pooping?
Popping in from work to cyberbully Tyler. Laughy
in from
face,
work.
laughy face.
Yes.
Tab, I legitimately said I missed you popping in to make fun of me. Like I legitimately said that less than 25 minutes ago.
and that's
I'm
amazing.
so excited.
Anyone
It
who's
is.
willing to make fun of you on a daily basis is a friend of mine.
And Valerie just added us on Untapped, so
Thanks, Val. I'll accept that
Valerie.
once I'm at my computer because I don't have that on my phone.
Yeah.
Well, I have Untapped, but it's my personal one.
people listen. This is amazing.
I know. Well, Val and Kevin have turned into like super fans, and I love them.
They are amazing.
And Tab says that's too funny. I don't know if she's talking about the pooping mishap or the fact that you called her and that she showed up. But
Both. All right, guys, it is time.
Stop time!
For the long-awaited stout time.
Hallelujah.
He's on it tonight. 2 weeks.
is.
2 weeks off. And
Yeah, I know. I didn't
got
think I'd
it.
be doing this good. You know why I suck more than this.
All right, guys. So, one of our new favorite regional breweries. I have always loved them. John and Matt just finally got into them recently, and we have drank as much of their beer as we humanly could since then.
I always mistook them for Quaffon because they both had the hand, the fist. Like, I thought it was the same place. Great shame. Harakiri.
Yeah, Quaffon is not this good.
Yeah. No shit.
All right, Revolution Brewing out of Chicago. You can't visit their tap room right now, but as soon as it opens up, I absolutely suggest going
We're
for
going.
2 reasons. The beer is great, and the food is stupid good. Death by Cherries Imperial Stout. It's aged with cherries. It is from their Deepwood series, so it is barrel aged. Yeah.
So-
it's aged in bourbon barrels, aged with cherries. So it is not brewed with cherries.
It's
It's when
aged.
they throw it in the barrel, they drop those shits in there.
This is one that they posted on Twitter, and I responded. I was like, "Hey, will any chance of make it down to India?" They're like, "Probably not."
Okay.
And
Con's got
yet, here a couple weeks later,
Let me guess, Con's got it.
21st Amendment.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
12.5%. And they're full of shit. Let's be honest. Every Deepwood series they've released
We get a lot of
recently
them, man.
has got to Indy.
Yeah.
Indies became a very good market for Revolution. They're not going to just randomly be like, you know what? You don't get this beer, bitches.
It is an expensive 4-pack.
Which
It
is
a
why-
4-pack of 12-ounce cans for $45.
Jesus.
A lot of times on 12-ounce cans, we'll drink 2 of them. Because
not
they're
one
so
of those
expensive,
cases?
we're not doing that. John would have let me. I grabbed one and set the box away from us to make sure we didn't grab
Out of
another.
curiosity, so the deaths tar that we had pretty recently. That was that part of the barrel
It's the
series?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was also
All right,
from.
that's what I thought it was. I just was kind of curious. So now we've had two of those. Ooh, I'm even more excited.
Because
Also,
that's a great beer.
some of the comments while you're pouring. Tab is chiming back in. Says her birthday is next Thursday. What are we guys getting her?
Whoa!
birthday to
Maybe
you.
a can of this.
And Valerie also says they are fiercely loyal once they discover something that they like. So that is cool. Appreciate you guys and your liking this.
Val and Kevin, I cannot wait till you're on the show in March. Kevin, I hope you're doing well, brother. It was good meeting you guys. Good being a part of that fundraiser.
Agreed.
You guys are stupid awesome, so we can't wait to have you on the show.
Oh, and Bunny just jumped on. Speaking of
Buddy!
people, what's up?
Buddy.
Speaking of stupid awesome people.
Yeah, she said that Death's Tar was amazing.
Yeah, because they
And that's-
bought
and
Death
that's-
Star specifically because of our review on the
Yeah.
show.
And there's no comma. There's not stupid awesome. It's stupid awesome.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
it's Tyler colloquialism.
yeah.
And Valerie's saying that he's doing quite well, so glad to hear that.
By the way, I'm very impressed that after drinking I could still say that word, because that is a
I
tongue
was thinking
twister.
about asking you to say it 3 times fast.
Oh, not a chance in hell. I got it in once, and that is it.
There's definitely a joke there. I don't know what button I hit for that, but there should be a button for it.
Actually, no.
Also, I'm going to let that one die. Brett said that Jamie is watching.
My sister-in-law. What's up,
okay,
Jamie?
okay, all right.
Hey, I heard you lost a Christmas
She
gift.
says hi.
Way to pull a sherry.
Oh, this smells good.
Not lost, but
Yeah.
misplaced. Misplaced. That's what I say
Lost.
for myself.
What are we gonna get, Tab? We'll talk about that off.
I have no idea what to say about this smell.
I like that
I
looking at
just
it.
now got the email. Valerie wants to be friends on Untapped.
It's got a little bit of like an ambery hue from the cherry, like so you can see that you can tell like
Yeah.
cherry was
Even look
was
at
bad.
the color of the foam. Definitely kind of.
Let's get you a big nose of that. Get 2 nostrils deep.
Hold
in
on,
it.
guys. We haven't really described how we smell today.
Oh,
The smaller
This is
swirl.
important.
smaller.
John,
swirl.
would you like to go
John's
ahead and talk about
perfect
it?
prime example here on
because I was
Can
fucking
Cam.
up.
Yeah.
But the smaller swirl, I can name it. And if you would normally go clockwise or counterclockwise, for the smaller swirl, you go the opposite direction. So in my case, I will swirl clockwise.
Same.
Yeah.
You smell
Smell.
once normal. Go back. Smell and
Hold
pull
it in
away
there,
as
yeah.
you're smelling.
Because you get some of those fumes and vapors.
And he said that your nose grows attuned to smells and it will lose it, so you'll pick up new smells on repeat smellings.
Yes. And then when you do taste it, hold it in your mouth. Don't swallow.
Let it touch every bit.
See, where's the ding ding, John?
Let it hit every part of your tongue. Ooh, that's tasty.
Yeah, this is my happy place right here. This is.
I'm
damn
curious how
delicious.
the IPA girl's doing.
Yeah. Smell wise, still couldn't tell you what I'm like picking up. It tastes a it tastes a lot better than it smells.
Smells like stout.
Oh,
I
God damn it, there's a third one!
Ayo.
See, well, I don't have
Tastes
the
a
right.
lot better than it smells.
Is it just me, or by the time we get to the stouts every week,
I mean,
that's
that's the best that I've
she
got right
said.
now. I need the ding ding.
Oh, speaking of which, all right, guys, I gotta give
Speaking
you a
of
sherry.
tasting
I
better
gotta
than
give you a
smells?
sherryism.
You do the sherryism. I'll get his ding ding for him.
Whoa!
Gotta get his ding ding.
Thanks,
Again,
John.
ladies, he's
Yay.
single. No, so sherryisms of the Christmas holidays. So we had the family over. I have nieces and nephews ranging from 4 to 21. The 13-year-old niece, 15-year-old niece, 18-year-old nephew, 21-year-old nephew, myself, and my mother were all wanting to play a game.
Okay.
Okay. Mom had bought a new game, which I told her may or may not have been appropriate for Christmas. But I was like, maybe the adults can play it, and the nephews, because they're all 18 or older. It's the That's What She Said game.
Oh no.
It's a very dirty game. It's a card game, very much like Cards Against Humanity. You know, there's a card played, judge, you play what makes it basically dirty, and that's what she said. I'm sitting directly in between my 13-year-old niece and my 15-year-old niece.
I thought your mom was going to be one of the other side.
Mom's sitting directly across from me.
There it is.
Yep.
And we're playing these cards, and I'm sitting there, and we're reading them out loud. Of course, like you do. And my 13-year-old niece is just old enough to understand most of it, not all of it, thank God. But be uncomfortable by it. The 15-year-old niece who's in high school, hangs around with older boys, stuff like that, thought it was the funniest shit she ever heard, which made me uncomfortable because she was understanding and winning the game. We played 2 games. I won one, she won one. I came in second. The one she won, and she came in second. The one I won. I was not okay with the fact my 15-year-old niece won that fucking game. And then you have the boys cracking up. My 18-year-old nephew could not win a card. It was the funniest shit I ever saw. But I'm sitting there going, the whole time just doing this. I'm reading one, and I'm like, I have a card that's amazing.
But you feel so bad.
But it was my
using
13-year-old niece reading, and I'm like, Mom's like, we're playing. You need to play the right card. And I'm like, Mom literally afterwards goes, I probably shouldn't have got that game. And I'm like, I go, yeah, you could get it for the adults.
Brooklyn is 13. There's no way.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, we played What Do You Mean with my mom and my 14-year-old
Brooklyn will wash
sister,
the cards and then leave. Like, she got soap
Brooklyn's
and water.
also the oldest, so she's the first one learning things.
Yeah.
The 13-year-old niece in that family has a 15-year-old sister and a 20-year-old brother.
Fair.
So, and me around. So needless to say, she's picked up on things, but she's still young enough it makes her uncomfortable. But she wouldn't admit it and wouldn't leave, but her face would turn just
As red as my jacket.
his jacket. I was looking at colors and I'm like,
Yeah.
if you go to Offscreen Matt's Instagram, look at what he's wearing today. That red. Oh, it was the greatest thing, but at the same time, most uncomfortable. Me sitting between my nieces, who I adore, like, no.
Speaking of the Danner family Christmas, Brett said that he won the award for largest package. Is that true or false?
So again, another Sherryism.
is that a yearly award at the Danner
No.
house?
So
I mean, there's not much competition.
we're opening. No, there's not.
Do you guys measure?
So we're opening presents. We just have started opening presents. My lovely mother goes, Brett gets the award for biggest package this year. Because she bought him a soundbar that had a subwoofer. It was a very big box. But,
There it is.
it was just, dirty sounding. It was a big Christmas package.
Big package and a big old box.
But
Was it Holly and Jolly?
Mom legitimately throws that out there nonchalant as fuck. The nieces and nephews lose it.
Oh yeah.
Even the 13-year-old?
Oh yeah, the
13-year-old got
The
that.
9-year-old was looking at everybody like, why is everybody laughing? The 4-year-old's just opening presents or the 5-year-old, don't let Casey know I called her 4.
Yeah, can I get the biggest? Can I get the biggest?
No, the 5-year-old's just opening presents. Like, do. 9-year-old's like, what the fuck's going on? Everybody above 9? Losing it. Mom's sitting there going, what? Oh my god!
Sounds like Sherry.
Wheel was spinning, hamster wasn't there, jumped in, one of those.
Brett's like, so the rest of the day, Brett's like, got the biggest package.
There's no turning back now.
My brother Jeff and I are like, congrats. Actually, I looked at my sister-in-law and went, good for you.
Hey, moving on from Brett's package, how about this beer?
It's as bold as Brett's package.
That is
There
salty,
is no
though.
rating. That is the rating.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds impressive.
I'm trying to decide if I like I love this beer. I'm trying to decide if I like the cherry.
Oh, dude, this is delicious.
I like the beer. The first sip I loved. The more I drink it, I am tempering down. The more cherry is coming out. I like the cherry, but that much fruit flavor, that much cherry flavor, like true cherry, which I love the fact they use true cherries.
Yeah.
It's just,
Don't disrespect the cherry, my friends.
I don't.
it's just a little too much
Cherry
fruit.
NyQuil is awesome.
It's a little too much fruit in an imperial stout for me to go above and beyond on my scoring. Now, I'm nitpicking as hell here because we're in high scores and I'm gonna nitpick like crazy. It's very good, but I don't think it's elite because I think the cherry's almost too much. At least for me.
I would respectfully disagree. It's definitely the more you drink it, the more you do get of that
Good thing
cherry
you don't
flavor. I'm not going crazy far off here, but it is like a more pronounced cherry flavor, yeah. But it is like that natural, getting that artificial thing.
Right.
And if you do like cherries, which I think a cherry flavoring does pair well with a hearty stout.
Does.
There's been some other flavors that I've had in stouts that just did not work. Cherries, strawberries, those work pretty well. So I think this was pretty well done with that. And it's balanced decently because you're getting that caramely, mapley, bourbon barrely-ness
I love how he
in
adds
here.
E on barrel-y,
Everything's an adjective.
maple-y,
Yeah, you know,
bourbon-y.
You know, it's like what was it? What was the word earlier?
Maple-esque.
Sugar-esque.
Yeah.
Sugar-esque.
Sugar-esque. You know.
Yeah,
you know?
just start putting esque on everything. It makes you sound fancy.
It's your word with esque. It's your esque.
Cherry-esque.
Not your ass.
What's your
ass?
esque?
Not
What's
Yeah.
your esque?
Wouldn't you like to know?
And I would also furthermore say that with the ABV on this does not drink like that over. You can tell it's there
Where's the
because you get that bourbony
12 and a
kiss.
half.
Yeah, but I mean, it's got the
The
bourbon.
barrel nose.
It's got the barrel
and
flavor,
the
but
barrel
not the booze
taste
flavor.
Gives you an idea that there's going to be a higher ABV,
Right.
but it drinks a lot smoother than 12 and a half.
More better said than what I was trying to do. Yes.
I got your back.
Words good. You.
It's because of my nap.
Spoken like a true kind of 20s, huh?
I am 30, motherfucker.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't remember how old you were now. I know you're younger than all of us, child. Well, almost.
She's
Okay,
the
guys,
child.
we did it. You guys were quick to fix that one.
John and I both were on that one.
No rush. No rush to age.
That was the perfect response.
We
The
will
hair flip
definitely,
on 12.
we will definitely need a rinse after that.
I assumed.
But
I
it
was-
is my turn to score first.
Is it
Anybody
your-
have any last thoughts on that beer before I score it?
It is really good. I'm assuming it's Death by Cherry, so it is the Death Star.
It's the
base is
Imperial Stout,
the oatmeal stout, right?
It
I think the Death Star is oatmeal stout.
just says Imperial Stout.
Yeah, I wonder if this and the Death Star are the same base or different.
They used it's Death DETH. Well, he's got something.
Unfermented tart cherries add a mild acidity and subtle rounding sweetness to our Death Star barrel-aged Imperial Stout. Flavors and aromas of bourbon and oak meld harmoniously with the fruit, each balancing the other. Enjoy now or store cold.
That was the best beer reading you've done for the night.
I haven't had much to read tonight. Most of the cans haven't had anything.
TBG Up Sky reads.
Beer cans. It's good.
It's good.
I love how they have the address on the can.
Well, I want to go there.
Yeah.
It'd be helpful to have the address.
They're like, motherfuckers, you like this beer? Come to the source
Come to the source.
and eat their food. Oh, they have a brunch pizza. Has gravy as the sauce. Literally eggs and sausage on
Oh my
top.
god.
How sad is it that the only brunch pizza I've had is from Speedway?
That is sad.
You only what?
The gas
Brunch
station?
pizza. Yeah.
Oh.
With the gravy as the sauce?
Yeah. I'm telling you what, Revolution's brunch pizza is just.
Why have I never had brunch pizza before? Why have I never thought of this concept?
I think Giacomo's has one too, I've been told.
It's
Okay.
I've never
brunch
had,
pizza's
but-
a.
Chef's kiss.
Oh shit, I don't think I got Cam on that one. Sorry, I just realized.
I don't think I ever set it down.
It's not my fault. See that? See that?
No,
Internet?
no, because I
You
picked
did,
it back
yeah.
up off there. Ha!
He did.
Doubt it.
Thank you.
Didn't see it.
That's
Didn't
why
happen.
Ivana's here.
Yeah, which side did she take? Mine? Yeah, right?
No,
Right?
she agreed with me.
Oh, no one agrees with you. No one...
Again, I'm the one that brought her on the show. So I'm going to start off the scoring with a 4.25.
Okay. I'm going to go 4.5.
The non-stout lady. 2. No.
The non-stout lady. She's a non-stout lady.
Remember,
We'll give it a-
be objective.
if you can.
if I can. I'm gonna give it.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Oh!
It hurts,
It hurts.
but it must be done.
in my soul.
So that is a 4 average.
While you're doing the math, John, can you get Ivana's dagger out of my back while you're over there? I thought we were friends. Ah, there it is. Ah, thank you.
Matt, since you're getting close to counting, I think. No. What's your score?
Back in my wheelhouse now. I would say that this one was wonderfully delicious, and the fact that it is a variant of the Death Star, which I did really love, it's kind of a juxtaposition here because as much as I like that one, I think this
Breaking
one...
up $5 words on this.
Juxtaposition.
I I feel like this
phrases,
one,
$5 phrases.
with the additional additives in there with
It
the
is
cherry,
one, yeah, I was right.
it was...
I second guessed myself.
It was-
Matt's talking and I
Yeah.
get bored. Now go ahead.
The cherry was good, refreshing. It was a decent ad, but I think the original Death Tar was kind of the better of the two. So at that point, I would go a 4 1/4 because it's definitely good. It's definitely searched ad. It's definitely above, that. It's in that upper echelon, but I would prefer the regular Death Tar over this.
I literally second guessed myself. I hate when I do that.
About your rating?
No, about my. I said $5 word, and I was like $5 phrase. No, it's fucking word.
$5
Juxtaposition
word.
is a word.
Oh, I know it is. I just
Yeah.
second guessed myself. We've all been there.
Do you did? Yeah.
Yes, I did, or I wouldn't have said it the first time.
It's been fortunate because I have searched out a lot of
He made it.
Good!
This timer.
Death Star this year, and my favorite has been, I think, even though I really enjoyed the Supermassive
Revolution,
Cafe
you searched
Death,
out. You
I think
said
my
this.
favorite has been the Maple Death.
I didn't have the Maple Death.
Only
Yeah.
John had the Maple Death.
Because he had
That's
it
what the
at.
Ale
We had that at Ale Emporium.
And I had it with a bowl of chili.
He didn't get the
and
to-go
it was
cup for the rest of us.
amazing.
My favorite Revolution beers to this day is Straight Jacket, the barley wine.
that
One
was
of our
really-
4
really
5.0.
I
good.
had that at 21st Amendment.
Yeah, I know.
Right now.
There's a couple places that have it still, but it's like $30 a 4-pack.
I think it was like 25, but yes.
Ooh, hey, that's not bad for them.
Yeah. That's kind of sad, isn't it?
For
at the same
12-ounce
point-
cans.
Yeah.
Realistically, though, that's not that bad a price because you think
No.
about it.
When you get a
we
10-ounce
always-
pour at the bar for 14.
Well, that's not even it. We all talk about like, 4-packs for $25. That's 48 ounces of beer. I buy bombers that are $25 and I don't think twice about it, and it's 22 ounces.
Yeah.
that math checks out.
So like but 12-ounce can in your head, you're like, oh man, that's just not much beer.
It's so
Dude, you're
small.
literally like doubling your beer for the same price.
Yeah.
But people don't.
Think of it that way.
Yeah, no, you got a very valid argument there, sir.
So like especially with like the Straight Jacket and stuff like that, yeah, a 4-pack of beer for $25 sounds bad, but realistically you're doubling your beer for the
Yeah,
same
if you
price.
had 2 bombers for $40,
poison.
you'd be like, oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
And it's the same volume.
exactly. I'd have to buy 2 bombers to equal like to be still less volume.
Yeah.
And end up at like $50 compared to 25 for Straight Jacket's 4-pack. Like,
Yeah.
but people are, including myself, you get sticker shock.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that until you just said it. Yeah.
God, there is so much freaking. I even cut that thing ahead of time. So John, start talking about something.
So John's ordering some beef jerky now.
John's jerky.
John's jerky, yeah. How's that
John's
going?
jerky.
Is it dry? Is your meat drying out there? Like,
Hopefully it should be drying right now. Yeah, it'll be good.
is it well seasoned?
Going-
Well seasoned
going,
meat.
it is seasoned really well.
smoked,
I
dried.
made some last night, and it probably...
Can you cover the dehydration process? What are you doing for that?
Yeah.
That's how you dehydrate it to get the jerky,
Put
right?
it in the dehydrator, yeah.
Oh, is it that simple?
Yeah,
is, yeah.
it really
Well,
is.
Way to really
You marinate
undersell your
it,
craft,
and then
John.
You put it in the dehydrator.
This is not how you get Instagram followers.
Hey, some people enjoy simplicity.
Yeah,
That's his mark.
Sets his queso and cheese
Cheez-Its.
Hey,
Wait, so
Yeah.
Hey John, what's your 2 most viewed Instagram posts on your?
Cheez-Its and queso.
Jesus and queso.
He gets so mad. He does all these really cool like
smoked
I'm
meat.
doing,
Hard-working,
prime
like,
rib,
prime-
like reverse searing prime ribs.
stuff he's put
and
a
all
ton
that.
of work into. He literally smokes Cheez-Its or makes queso in the smoker and
People
Instagram.
lose their fucking mind.
I think the lesson to take away here, John, is just make sure there's cheese included.
Jesus Christ,
People love cheese. It's the great like
Cheese.
flavor
People love
enhancer. There's nothing it goes bad on.
just throw cheese on your prime ribs. And
Yep.
Or just do hey.
Can you
I got,
imagine?
I
I
bet
got
people
this
would love
beautiful
that.
prime rib roast and like slabs of American cheese on top.
and don't even put like good cheese on it.
Yeah, it's
don't
like-
even do Kraft
No.
or Velveeta. I'm talking Meyer brand, that shit that when you take it out of the plastic still feels like plastic.
Yeah.
You want up it, John. Here's how you next level your
Million likes.
game. You do like a prime rib and you do queso beside it on the smoker, like
Duh!
divide
I
and
can't say
conquer.
it any other way now.
Queso.
It's queso.
You're
Here
welcome.
now.
It's
Yeah.
queso.
How'd that Spanish class work?
Right.
See? She said Spanish wasn't one she knew, so now we're just learning her.
Queso. We're learning.
We're learning.
And we switched to Kentucky today, evidently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are learning me a thing or two.
And 80
Well, she speaks Kentucky. I'm
do.
just talking to her in a tongue that she's fluent.
Thank you.
I'm thinking of our guest here.
No air's
Tyler.
getting in there.
No, I can guarantee no air got in this damn beer. Which I will tell you what it is in a minute. It just took me so damn long to open it. That
I can't say this word.
oxidation.
Oxidation.
I gotcha.
Oxidization.
Yeah.
No,
Oxidation.
it's oxidation. Stop jotting it.
Well, John got my head on that one.
What was that word you said earlier?
I already told you you're not getting it out of it twice. I know my limits. And we've gotten into stouts. I definitely know my limits.
Well, while Tyler's acknowledging his limits, I will say I'm excited for this because of the
Colloquialism. Yes, 2 for 2.
That was good.
Oh, wow. He thought real hard about that.
It took everything
I
had to
genuinely
say.
didn't know the word that was said earlier, so.
Hey, the first time I did it off the cuff,
Yeah.
just in dialogue.
What do we have here? What are we drinking?
Well, this is
You're not the
aged
South
in a
version.
bourbon barrel of a specific.
All right, this
Distillery.
is
Why-
by
why?
Revision Brewing Company. It is the Drenched in Desire Imperial Stout, aged in Woodford Reserve bourbon barrels. This is from 2020. Revision is out of
Might be a little
Sparks, Nevada. Rich in... Ooh, we have one that actually gave us a little description here. Which, we always say, if you put it on the can or bottle, it better be in the can or bottle.
Yeah.
So sometimes less is more, but when it comes to these big stouts, it's usually best to put a
You
little
put it
something.
on your can, stick it in your can.
Rich and luscious on its own, drenched in desire, increases the deliciousness level with a long slumber in Woodford Reserve barrels.
Well, that was sensuous.
Cocoa, coffee, and cherry notes are complemented by hints of oak and an almond-like nuttiness from the bourbon barrels. Drenched in
Nuttiness.
Desire is a
milk.
14.75% ABV, 30 IBU, and was aged for 16 months.
Wow.
That's the best description of the night.
What's the ABV
Almond
again?
milk nuttiness.
God damn it, 14.75.
Drenched in desire.
They must test that shit because that is very
That is
specific.
very specific. Doesn't like, yeah, it's kind of whatever.
14 and a half, 15. No, that is...
We do have another revision coming that was aged in a different barrel, or different brand of barrel.
Shockery
I
bottle
know.
stouts.
But I'm excited for that one because they seem to use really premium barrels to age their stuff in Woodford Reserve, obviously a well-known brand. Not
Who's
gonna look
Woodford?
Exactly.
By the way, do you love my glass today?
I do. I've been looking at that for a hot
Best
minute.
made pickle jar. It's by Martin House Brewing Company. They have a pickle beer. It literally tastes
fantastic.
like alcoholic carbonated pickle juice.
I love beer. I love pickles.
It's
Don't know
so
about
good.
that.
I
No, it's
oh, do you have any more left?
no.
Damn.
I use
was
a
that
lot
good?
of it in
Oh no. Huh.
Bloody Marys.
Bloody Marys.
So the
Ooh,
other
that
one
I can
coming
see.
apparently is also aged in Woodford. I was wrong.
We had
but
to have
it's
it
a different
shipped
label.
to us.
From where?
Texas.
Texas.
Teja.
But
Texas
yes,
pickle
this
beer.
is out of Sparks, Nevada.
Definitely barrel.
Oh yeah.
Barrel.
Get a little smaller. I always he always says to go counter to what you normally do. I like to get the beer going just a little bit my normal direction and then mess with it and go the opposite direction. I like to add the Tyler twist to the smaller
The
smaller swirl.
Tyler twisted the smaller swirl.
So all right, so we've got a 14% revision coming and a 15% revision coming from different barrels that they've been aged in. Yeah. You forward to
I feel
that?
like you should trademark the Tyler twist.
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about when I talk about the smaller swirl, check out either one of the episodes, including Kevin Smolar, including
I have it as its
especially
own special clip.
The swirl.
Yeah.
That's one of the few things we've actually gotten to.
We'll be on the OnlyFans as well.
But make sure.
No, that's a Tyler twist.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, okay.
But
Tyler twist.
the first 20 minutes of the most recent one he was on is probably the most educational this show's ever been.
Yeah.
When we tested off flavors on purpose.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty fun though.
That was fun.
I'm not looking forward to next time he's on. He said he's up in the game
He's
next
up
time.
in the game. Yeah, there's gonna
Well, it's
be.
because you keep feeding him shitty beer when he comes over here. It's your fault. You keep poking
It
the
is
bear.
fun.
Yeah. I just want to hear him talk about shitty beer
I do
because he's so
too.
good at it.
Hey, he's had good beer too. He was on the first ever 5.0. He was here for Revolution Straight Jacket.
That's true.
Him and I gave it the 5. John's the one that didn't make it unanimous.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah. I'm on it today. It's that nap, brother. I'm running on literally an hour's sleep for the day.
Sorry,
It's a
I'm
powerful nap.
not sure when Brett chimed this in, but he asked if you have to beat it first.
I'm guessing that's the Tyler
For the
twist.
Right.
for the jerky.
Oh, this could go into a lot. This could fit into a lot of places.
We've had a lot of different.
There it is.
See, we need the ding, John.
I love this time of the show. Although we still have another beer to
shit.
go, it's 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, we start hitting some of these really good, strong stouts, though. Oh.
Hour 2 is going to be
It's gonna be a little long today. It's fine.
I thought you were going to say drunken movie reviews.
Well, Drunken Movie Review is gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
Which don't forget, guys, check out Drunken Movie Reviews wherever you listen to podcasts, and I know you do because everybody listens to podcasts nowadays. So listen to us. We are a lot of fun. We basically are
Best sales pitch ever. I know you listen to them, so listen to us.
yeah, we're basically 3 dudes at the bar that are drunk talking about movies. Is essentially what it is. Holy
Careful,
crap!
table,
Somebody with a smaller bladder than John.
I haven't even gone yet tonight.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm all right.
A little dehydrated.
Who are you and what have you done with John Couch? You've been agreeing with Tyler most of the show. You don't have to piss yet. Best 2 strikes, John. Let's see what you say
Who
about
am
movies.
I?
Yeah.
Who am I? I don't even know anymore.
Invasion of the fucking body snatchers.
No, John has seen both movies that we're going to do reviews about this week already before we saw them. Like, he's seen them in his...
That's true.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is not
and
John.
What movie was it that you've seen that neither one of us had?
That's the movie we're going to do next week. So I'm gonna
Is it
make
next
us,
week already?
I'm going to make us do that next week.
Ah, that's just so quick.
Little Miss Sunshine.
I got so many other movies.
You guys will love it, and we got to watch it together. It's like that's it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of non-consensual agreements there, John.
Yeah. I can't promise that.
It wasn't like we should... No, we're doing it next week, and we're doing it together, and you guys are going to like it. That's...
Yeah.
I have a dating life. I have things I never thought I'd
Good
say.
for you. Yeah, I'm still working on that one.
What'd you do with Tyler?
I
I
know.
don't even understand.
I'm the only one that hasn't changed
Hey,
here.
Matt's still forever single. We're fine.
Yeah, I'm the forever constant over here.
I mean, I'm single, but
Forget Brian being the what is he? The truth of light or whatever.
The
Fucking
moral compass?
moral count. Yeah,
bullshit.
he's got some
Time
bad.
cop accurate. Moral compass not a chance.
If he's the moral compass, he needs to get some better friends.
Actually, when you guys do get together,
All right, I retract that statement.
think of who's in that group.
I mean, I would like to give John the tip of the hat, but maybe not.
No, not when John gets in one of his moods.
So have you seen Little Miss Sunshine?
Do it, Albanos. Come on.
No, I wasn't losing
No,
good beer.
no.
I fought that fucker.
You did. It had you in a full Nelson.
What I missed so much.
No, we laughed just because it was that transition. You sit down. So have you seen Little Miss Sunshine? No, John's proud of himself because there's a movie in the world that he's seen that Matt and I haven't. Matt and I are the movie buffs, and John,
Saw one movie.
I don't think
that
he knows what movies are.
Except for Christmas movies.
Except for Star
I feel like I'm the
Wars.
same way
Star Wars
sometimes,
and Christmas.
so
He's
it's
got every Christmas movie in one compendium DVD box set over there.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so he's got
And we
those
just
covered.
got Home Alone 1, 2, 3, and 4 in a compendium box. I don't even know how
The
that
fourth one
works.
sucks. Third one.
It might even have 5. I didn't
Was
know
it
there was a
fourth one?
5.
I didn't
Yeah,
know there was a
the
third.
fifth one was a direct to DVD.
I think it
bullshit.
even has 5 in it.
What?
Oh, it's real bad.
2 was kind of a stretch, and then they kept going past that.
2 was not a stretch. 2 was...
2 was good.
What?
2 Lost in New York.
I mean, it's the same thing as 1, just in New York.
Have you guys done that for the movie?
Not Lost in New York, but we did Home Alone.
Okay.
We talked about that little psychopath lighting people on fire.
All right, so I hate to be the guy to wrap this back in, but we are past 9, and we do have another beer.
And
Maybe we should get back to this.
dude, we used to go 3 hours. I mean, come on.
Seriously?
Lots of barrel on
Yeah,
this.
and then we,
Hey, when you're having a good time.
It was like every other episode we went into overtime.
and we
had,
have
like,
some
4
movie
more
reviews to
beers.
record, and some of us have to get up and work tomorrow.
I have
Lame, I know.
Work. Overrated.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
we
probably
need
be
to-
woke up before you are, thanks to the thundering herd upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Sacrifice
sleep
well
on the
made.
couch here every Monday night just because I live in Muncie. I'm not driving back
Oh
to
my god,
Muncie
yeah,
after
no.
the show.
Why would you?
That's how you get arrested.
Right.
I really thought I sleep here on the couch every night because
Every
you know,
Monday night.
Every Monday night because Steph won't let me sleep in the bed. Like I really thought you were gonna say that.
That would have been. Damn it!
It's like sneaks in the middle of the night.
Only a queen size.
Yeah, he just curls up the bottom like the dog. You
That
know,
would
like,
not work.
Kicks like Griffin
I
out
miss
of
my
bed.
spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Stupid savage moving in.
Hi, Savage.
The
Savage.
beer's good. Savage, yeah.
All right, so the beer.
I surprisingly like it better than the last one.
That didn't surprise me.
Well, it's a less distinct cherry for sure. Although you can get a
Apparently,
little
it
bit
also made me go to the bathroom like really suddenly, so it's got.
that effect.
Shit, me too. No. God, that'd be amazing if all of a sudden all three of us just.
Like, what's in it? I do enjoy it though.
It's tasty. Definitely that bourbon barrel is coming through. That Woodford barrel is coming through. I love the little hints of cocoa. Definitely the coffee comes through.
Yeah. Some coffee, some maybe toffee or caramel sort of.
I do think there is that little hint of cherry too.
It's a little hint more on the end. It's kind of more like a cherry finish than a upfront cherry like the
one
last
thing
one had.
I'm not getting, and it may just be more me, is the nuttiness. I'm getting overpowered by the coffee bitter and the cocoa bitter kind of thing, the barrel.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it's not there. That just is something I'm not picking up.
And we just had something with a strong cherry.
Yeah. It's in things like that. That kind of note isn't something I expect in it. That's more, hey, this flavor is kind of there. Some people pick it up, some people don't. Kind of.
Like this might be like a since we got the other stuff in there, this is like kind of like a cross flavor.
Now Kevin Smaller would be like almond, like oh, and a hint of. I think someone broke a glove while they were making this.
A little saltiness.
And maybe a little. It was made on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Like, and the weather outside was.
Probably cloudy.
Hold on. Hazy. And 7 drops of rain fell.
7
Like,
drops.
38% humidity with a 54-degree day.
like, Kevin is the smartest man I've ever met when it comes to beer, but, like, there's times when he goes into his full, like, nerddom scientific stuff, and I'm just like,
That's what I aspire to be.
this is what I end up doing usually while he's talking.
Science.
What?
Science rules. Bill Nye, baby.
Bill Nye the Science.
The day he passes away, I'll cry.
I still think we need to figure out a way to get like that rainbow rocket. The more you know, just
Yes!
like go over top of Kevin when he's on here talking.
That's iconic.
I
Yeah.
just like how you called it the rainbow.
Well, sorry, with the rocket that just shits a rainbow behind it would be
It's a
better.
star!
No,
It's a
It
shooting
is.
star!
I guess it is a star.
it used to
but-
be a rocket. I swear to God, it used to
No!
be.
It's a shooting star!
No, you're wrong. It used to be a rocket.
Off-screen Matt, Rainbow Rocket. Only fans.
You know what? Band name,
That's it.
calling it Rainbow Rocket.
Yeah.
So, I had a little bit kind of linger and I laughed again. The amount of bourbon that comes through the nose right there. Whoo!
On a nasal exhale while
I'm a
you've
little-
got this in your mouth. You get
A
a lot
little,
of...
I burned a little bit. I was like drinking whiskey almost and then like nasal exhaling. Woo!
That's really good.
Yeah, this is
It
really
opened me
smooth
up
saying
real
that, though.
quick.
Like, just like at the movie theater.
Just like at the movie theater.
Opened me up.
Bend over, touch your toes. Gonna show you where the wild goose goes.
Oh, we are so off tonight. Can you tell we didn't get
Ivana is trying to
we
piece
missed
together what
last
that even
week.
means.
Like I said, I'm just here for a good time.
She's staring blankly in the corner. What?
You can tell we didn't get a hangout last week as a group. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we miss each other? Oh.
Ugh, gross.
Oh,
Is that where we're at?
Friendship?
Damn it.
I mean, I saw John last week.
It's just not the same.
Yeah. Yeah, we
No,
didn't
back
have,
to
we
the
didn't have
beer,
something to
though.
make fun of.
We do need to wrap this one up so we can get to our last one. I very much enjoy this beer. I do think I like it. I hate to agree with Ivana, but I do think I like it better than the Death by Cherries.
I do
Why
too.
do you hate to agree with me, Tyler?
Because you're not a stout person, and it's weird to agree with a not stout person about a stout.
Alright, alright.
That'd be like agreeing with
Logic
Matt
solid.
with an IPA.
Yeah, I respect it.
Even Blind Squirrel finds a nut, Tyler.
But I think this is a well-balanced beer, well-crafted, absolutely no off flavors any stretch of the imagination.
Clean.
That 16 months in the barrel really brought the flavor out without overpowering booze.
I was going to say, though, that you need to be a fan of that barrel flavor.
But it's
Because
not
it is there.
But it's not overpowering. We've had so many barreled beers that bourbon booze barrel feel. It's like
Well, it's not boozy.
no. But I don't feel like I'm chewing on the barrel.
I'm getting a lot of wood.
Steph. Sorry we've gone off the rails tonight, guys. Well, I'm not sorry. What
Yeah,
the fuck
sorry,
am I
not
talking
sorry.
about? This is for those of you that watch every week. So
They're not surprised.
all 4 of you.
This is a
Now the poor Atwells, they finally jumped on the train. They're probably sitting there going, What the hell did we jump into?
What did Bunny and Carrie get us into?
Right.
Dude, they're actually probably scared to death of their March episode on the show.
No.
Oh, we got Sarah Ann Schubert says, "Hey guys,
Schubert! I saw her today. No,
sorry
Sarah.
I missed you.
Yeah.
Got me sucking."
Yep, I saw Sarah earlier today. Her and Jordan. Guys, check out Books and Booze.
Books and
Bruise.
booze.
Bruise is the word I've messed up.
Yeah.
I've said all sorts of shit, and bruise is what I... But check out Books and Brews Noblesville. For one, they have the best priced and best tasting hot cocoa bombs in the area.
Yeah.
They are stupid good. They have recently started making...
Massive.
Well, and they've recently started making edible glitter ones for New Year's.
That's gonna be a problem the next day.
I watched them making them today. They're also experimenting with white chocolate bombs with chocolate drizzle. They're bringing in different colored chocolates to start doing a little more fancy stuff instead of the just standard like they did for Christmas. Guys, they made from when they kind of exploded on this. Yes, I got what I said.
I mean, they are just massive.
Snap and use more.
So Sarah has made
I really like the ding ding.
2,000 hot chocolate bombs. That is absurd.
Yeah.
I was sitting there at the bar having a beer before I came over tonight, and literally I'm watching them.
It's not the nap. That's what it is. He's got pre-drunk.
They had
He was nervous.
He pulled a
just
Bob.
stacks of hot chocolate bombs ready to be packaged. She was like doing the fancy drizzles, and I'm just sitting there going, holy shit, you guys have went from like, we're going to make hot chocolate bombs and see if we can make a few bucks to like,
We are chocolate.
We are making hot chocolate bombs.
because we are making a few bucks.
yeah.
Books and brews and chocolate bombs.
Yeah, I mean, hey, at the rate they're going,
every
absolutely.
location?
No, this is only at Books and Brews Noblesville in the
Okay.
Hamilton Town Center Mall.
They also
Right,
have wine slushes too, don't they?
right now they're out of wine slushies, but they have hot mold spiced wines
That's one
for
of my favorite
the winter
locations.
season. It's right across from Ford's Garage, if you know Hamilton Town Center. Well, diagonal from Ford's Garage next to the livery. It is a great location owned by two of the
Amazing
nicest humans I've ever met in my life. So, Jordan and Steve have both been on the show. If you're a fan of the show, they will both be on again at some point. So, yeah.
Kind of the humanitarian aid work that they've done, helping others out in the
They
community
have...
who need it. It's
They
just-
work with
they're
Noblesville
so
schools and some
awesome.
other different organizations to have kids, or not kids, but young adults, either on the spectrum or other special
Down
needs.
syndrome or special needs.
They come in and they do work stuff for them. So they'll come in and they'll clean and they work with them on basically how to have jobs and stuff like that. And it's been...
That's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah.
They do not just focus on themselves. Actually, they rarely ever
Rarely do,
focus on themselves.
They're like, oh, so-and-so needs a car. Who can help us get a car for this person?
They've had employees that needed cars, and they've done everything they could to get it for them. They've helped them get apartments.
Yeah.
They're the two most selfless people in the world. So
Now more than ever,
Check
it's
them
an
out.
opportunity to support them back.
yeah,
And let's have yet
Time
another
to-
stout.
Time to
question,
grade.
did we rate that last
Oh,
one?
yeah.
no. Damn.
I'm on top of it.
I was curious to hear because I was doing my dish bitchly duties. I didn't know if I missed the score. Or...
All right, so we need to wrap this up.
Yeah, we do.
Drenched in Desire. John, you were first.
No, I think it's fantastic. I'm going to go a 4.75. It is one of those, I was probably between a 4.5 and a 4.75. But, yeah, 4.75. Did you
Please
do that
look what I
too?
wrote down.
God damn it.
What did he? Do you write douche canoe or something? What?
Douche
Douche
canoe.
canoe.
All right, what about you, non-stout girl?
Let's give it a 4.
Sluts?
No, let's.
I heard that too.
I heard
I was not
sluts.
gonna want to say it.
Slut.
Since someone else said it, I can get behind. But yeah,
And I actually had wrote down my score before John said his, which is also a 4.75. I literally wrote it down and he goes 4.75, and it was just kind of one of those like...
4.5.
So 4.5 average. That is a stinking
That's
good
solid.
beer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
yeah.
Very solid.
It's I don't put it up with our 5s,
No.
but
It's not.
it wasn't far off.
No. This is one of those, like, at this point, it's kind of personal preference, and there's just other ones that I would prefer more than this one. Yeah. But if someone rated this 5, I mean, yeah, I get that.
Oh, I wouldn't have questioned it if I put this beer on the Beer Snobs page or something like that, and they're like, man, that's one of my all-time favorite stouts, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense. Match
I mean,
checks
it's not
out.
mine, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It can be not far off.
Mr. Stout, what do you think?
I think the 4.75 is a pretty safe. I was waffling between a 4.5 and a 4.75, but that one is.
Everybody's waffling.
It's got.
What are you doing back there, Matt?
I thought it was hand check.
Because they can't. Yeah.
Hand check.
All the years.
But no,
If it would have been me doing it, it would not have been weird. Matt behind the camera going.
Just here. Yep.
yeah, that's what I was doing.
That's where FAP comes from.
That is my enthusiasm for the beer, not my
Ding, ding.
hand. No, but
I love how she's imaginary digging.
I am.
She's not imaginary.
She literally just went ding, ding, ding.
oh wait, you need.
Yep. Anyway, continue.
It's well balanced. It's got a lot of good flavors in there. I think the thing that would hold it back for me, though, is while there's a lot of flavors and they're well balanced, there's not that robustness of flavor. Like, there's nothing that's really that strong, boozy, barrel agedness to it that I know myself, and I feel like John also kind of prefers that.
John was picking up a lot of wood. He was picking up. Yeah, no.
I got a lot of wood in there.
That's why I said it. He said it first. He was feeling more like he was chewing on the barrel than I was.
I wouldn't say it was that
I
bad,
wouldn't say
but
chewing on it, but it's there. It's
a lot of times you get that thicker kind of.
It was like the tip.
That viscous,
As long as you're not chewing on the wood.
alcoholic sweetness. But that'll bring us to the next one from River North.
another.
Also before you do that, sorry, I'm slacking in my reading duties. Sorry, we got a lot of like notes,
Not my keys.
tips, no comments. Tab says it's okay. She doesn't know movies either, John. She's taking your side
I
there.
do know movies.
No, you don't though. it's cute that you think you do.
Dude, you had never seen Big Trouble in Little China.
I've never.
That is a movie of your generation. Yours makes sense. You're a youngin'. That makes more sense.
It does make more sense. But like pretty
Continue
much
on.
3/4 of the movies that we've seen,
like
John
3
hasn't
when it came out.
seen.
It's whatever.
Tab also says that she misses Third Hour Shenanigans. Well, that has been transferred over
We'll get them
to
right now.
our Drunken Movie Reviews.
Yes, listen to
You
Drunken
should
Movie
check those out,
Reviews.
Tab,
That's
if you aren't.
absolutely third-hour shenanigans.
Brett
More
says it's like the Leprechaun movies. I'm not sure where we're, but no. The first one's the only one that in the hood, and maybe the hood too.
In the hood is amazing.
And he goes back to the hood. There's 2 in the hoods.
I know.
Maybe I'm not a movie guy.
John's like, yep, you're right, I'm out. I didn't see one Leprechaun. The first Leprechaun was Jennifer Aniston's first movie break.
Yep.
Come on, John!
That I somehow knew.
Just like He-Man was like Courtney Cox's first big break aside from the Bruce Springsteen music video.
And then Leprechaun's back to the hood.
Back in the hood. Like, you were there and you went back? It doesn't seem like your playground there, Leprechaun. You seem like out of your element. Okay, where else we got? Tab was hoping for the weather outside is frightful. I'm guessing that probably was dovetailing off something I missed earlier too.
Not that I know of. Were we singing Christmas carols earlier?
No, but you were describing the beer, the weather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Smaller. Okay.
God, you're way behind on comments.
Apparently, Sarah, I got busy drinking, and then like I looked over like, oh shit, there's a whole bunch. It's not in my normal view over here.
Sorry, we had to adjust. And,
Yeah,
well,
we're making do, and I suck. Where it
actually
said
gonna be nice for
Sarah
once.
Schubert was here. Kevin says we can go 3 hours in March.
Oh,
So
shit.
You know
Kevin's
that sounds like a
I'm
dare.
in.
Kevin's like, I see that stout shelf behind you, and I am game.
And Tab says okay, but like come see me at South Indy 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's also another location to go check out.
I can't tab.
Oh, and Brett clarified the Leprechaun
I can.
reference.
I'll come see you, Ted.
The Leprechaun reference was into the multipality, much like the Home Alones, how they kept going
Yeah,
on
yeah,
and
yeah.
on.
That's accurate.
And he says that Sid needs a second hot chocolate bomb. She made hers and fell asleep before she could finish it.
That was I gave all my nieces hot chocolate bombs for Christmas, and evidently she made hers and fell asleep. That's amazing.
And back to the beer, which I'm sure my
Right.
beer of the night. I'm sure is gonna be great.
All right, so this is River North Brewing's yet another stout. Actually, this is not the one you picked, but too late.
What? What?
I'm just kidding. It
You
is.
son of a bitch!
I'm kidding. It is. You dipshit. Single cask.
Can't do that to me.
Chocolate Imperial Stout aged in rye whiskey barrels. It is a 13.7% beer. The single cask series showcases the unique character of a single oak barrel and the essence of the spirit it previously contained. Barrel type Kentucky rye. Cases bottled only 28. So
I was going to say, so a lot of the River North beer we've had are wax dipped, but it's silver.
yeah.
Why is this on gold?
So my understanding, and by my understanding, I'm fairly 99.9% certain I heard right. They do the single cast series. They do a lot of releases, and if you're a part of their membership club every year, you get exclusive opportunities to get certain bottles, and then eventually they get released if there's any left. But this Gold Top is for the single cast series in general is for exclusively for those memberships. And unless everybody's passed or it's gone so long that they have any left, nobody else can get them. So I was in Denver, Colorado recently helping Prince move. That's why we didn't have a show last week. Again, sorry.
And because Two Bearded Guys has cachet.
Huh?
We're known outside of this area, and we're popular.
I'm not used to you interrupting. I got confused. Normally, John, if he's going to interrupt me, like, basically hammers at home instead of, like, a helping. No, so...
The hammer.
I was in Denver. I went in, and right before I went over there, I was like, hey, I'm in Denver. I'm going to stop by, basically. And we've had their beer before. We've tagged them and stuff. I'd had a little bit of communications with their marketing lady, Katie, but I had never really followed up, met her, anything like that. So she's like, yeah, definitely. Like, they have 2 locations in Denver. She's like, come to this one. We have more bottles there. I'll be there. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay. So I stop in and I walk up and I'm like, I was told to ask for Katie, and the bartender just goes, and I walk over there and I'm like,
Please tell me you had the background music.
and I didn't have my Two Bearded Guys hat. I didn't have my shirt.
It's kind of like Mario Bros.
I think I was wearing like my baseball shirt and some bullshit hat. Oh, my farming hat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I'm Ops Guy from Two Bearded Guys. Because nobody knows my fucking name. And she's like, oh, yeah, we talked earlier. We go back to the bar and she's like, what do you want to drink? And I'm like,
Beer!
well, I was just kind of like, well, on the left side was kind of like IPAs, light stuff. On the right was...
You don't make the story better if you're pouring beer.
On the right side was like the
Hold up there,
descending...
Tyler. Hold it up. Hold it up.
With the awesome meter.
Yeah, there you
On the right was like... We've had the Decennial, like Shadow Man 2, stuff like that.
Yeah.
On the right was the Decennial series, the Bicennial series, all that stuff. And I'm like,
There's multiple Centennials?
yes. And I'm sitting there going, okay. I'm like, what's that one? She goes, that's our Belgian quad. We actually started as a mostly Belgian beer brewery.
Really?
And I'm like,
Well, you guys are crushing it with stouts. So how's your Belgians taste?
yeah, that was pretty much me. I'm like, you started as a Belgian brewery. You make some of the best stouts I've ever had. I'm getting that. It was a Belgian quad. It was stupid good. Yeah. So then I'm like, okay, go back up. And she goes, what do you want next? And just smiling. And I'm like, I go, what's that one? She goes, oh, that's our barley wine. I'm a barley wine guy. And I went, huh. She goes, well, I know you guys like stouts. I'm like, no, I will have that.
You just throw them like,
She
no,
knows
they like stouts.
we like
I like
stouts.
barley wines.
Well, I told her,
Did
I'm
you
like,
do that?
I'm a stout guy second, barley wine first. And she's like, oh, yeah, let me pour it for you. Pours me that. I'm like, ooh, fuck yeah, tasty as shit. Go back up, and she's like, do you want a stout this time? I'm like, what's that one? She goes, oh, that's used to be a true Bearded Guard. Now we call it it's still a Bearded Guard. Trust me, I drank it. It's still a Bearded Guard. And I'm like, boozy as shit like they always are. And I'm sitting there drinking it going, I'm so happy. And then she walks out, because they only are doing outside seating in Denver right now. So it's like 35 degrees, if that. They had some heaters, but it was very cold. I'm sitting at a table outside. She walks out, slams down this bottle and 2 others, and is like, hey, I know you were wanting to grab a bottle. Here's 3 that I think you'd like. And I'm like, okay. So that's what ended up coming home from Denver. But like, I found out about the wax tip. There was a group of regulars. They're just like, how did you get those? They're like, I mean, we have them, but how did you get them? I heard you say it was your first time here. And I'm like, I have a beer show.
Check
I'm
it out.
internet famous.
Immediately, like 3 of them immediately were like, "What's the name of it?" I told them, and they're literally like, I'm talking. These are dudes like mid-60s, good old boys, but yet were the head of IT, the head of operations, the vice president of the company for this
Looking
like
so bougie.
massive company.
I know,
but they were straight up.
upper elbows.
Well,
now?
they were straight up. You would have no idea that's who these guys are. They're the most good old boy motherfuckers I've ever met in my life.
Sounds like my people.
And I loved them. I hung out with them for a while after that. They're just like, well, what's the name again? And I see them pulling up Instagram going,
400 beers.
wait,
huh?
did you say you're on Facebook too? And immediately one pulls up Facebook, finds me. The other one's like, I can't find you. And I'm like, it's bearded, like beer. Because we like beer and we're bearded. And he goes, oh, that's where I did it wrong. I ended up having a fucking blast. They made a great lager too. Brought these home. None of them broke. Thank you. When you check beer in a luggage, you get a little nervous.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
Ooh, that's interesting. It's a little different.
It's a little different. It's not quite what I was.
I
Oh,
like
that's
it.
the rye barrel that you're tasting.
I
Is that
like
the
it.
rye barrel?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
because-
like it. Different.
Rye whiskey is definitely spicier. It's,
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of more that, not
It
quite
is.
a rum spice, but it's more that kind of area
Yeah.
of spice flavor, kind of like cake spice-ish.
Yeah. But they are great. The inside of the facility, the place I went to is their bigger production facility. There are 2 locations. One is a bigger production facility, small tap room area, put more bottles, stuff like that. The other one, evidently, from what I heard from the regulars, they don't like going there. Because, again, they make good money, but they're also good old boys. And evidently the other one's in a busier area of
Little
downtown.
uppity?
Gotcha.
No, not uppity, a little busier, a little more party scene. And they're like, it can get real busy, real loud. We like this one because it's kind of chill. We know everybody, da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh my God, it's like me in Indiana at a few places. Like, I literally pick out bars and breweries based on...
I mean, yeah.
I'm like,
College capacity? Or,
I'm sitting there just like laughing my ass off because they're like me in
'Cause
50 years. Nah, that's a jump. 35 years. They weren't that old. They weren't 80. But I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy. The only difference is you'll have money in 35 years. You have money at this age. I won't. But other than that, they were a blast. The place was cool. The marketing, they're real small. For being a big production brewery, like, they make a ton of beer. They have like 4 bartenders between the 2 places, 1 marketing person.
4 between the 2?
Yeah. Like, only a couple brewers, like, with a few assistants, but like everything is very like family oriented, very small.
Okay.
While being still big, and that's why it's like they were closed on Christmas Eve. Not because the owner said they had to be. The owner literally did what a good brewery owner should do. Walked up to his staff. Anybody need the hours and want to work?
Nope.
And a lot of them evidently have said yes, but because it's a little slower right now, they're like, we're not going to make enough money to be there on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And they're just like, no, we'd rather not. And the owner went, okay, we're closed.
That's awesome.
Like,
I like that, yeah.
it's that family oriented.
Yeah,
like, you can,
what do you guys want to do? You call
Yeah.
the shot.
you're the one that has to work. Do you want to work? No? Okay, then we're closed.
That's
What's it
cool.
called?
I respect that.
It is River North.
River North.
They have 2 locations in Denver, Colorado. And it
Makes
is
stupid good beer.
Stupid good beer.
it has become one of my favorite breweries beer-wise. And now that I've had multiple different styles, I've had a lager by them.
So obviously they know how to brew.
I've had a
beer.
barley
They're
wine.
well
a beer-
rounded. They're not
they-
a niche.
Yeah, it's not just
brand.
stouts. It's that lager. Because I walked up and I'm like, I need which one, Pilsner or lager? They're like, both are great, but I'm on the lager right now. And I'm like, well, you're the bartender, so I'll take
Yeah.
the lager.
Yeah.
And I was like, good choice. So fucking good.
So, John, I know that you're kind of having some, I don't know if it's reservations,
I
some
like
deep
this.
thoughts about this.
It's spicy.
What are you getting out of it?
No, I think
the rye.
you
That's the
highlighted it for me. It is the rye. That's the that rye, that
The catcher
spiciness.
and
Called it.
Yeah, I know. That rye spiciness
That's
is
good.
That's an
very
OnlyFans
good.
picture,
Like, it's
right?
done well.
My
But
new dating profile.
as we get into those 4.5s or higher,
okay, I can respect.
that's where we're going. That preference wise, and
Right on, right
that
on.
rye is probably not my preference.
Now, just because I know that you like the spicy chocolate Mexican kind of stout, hot chocolate stout, you know,
Hey,
the Mexican chocolate, you know, is what I meant to say. Just came out in proper order. You know, what do you
I
think
enjoyed the order.
about the, you know, comparison of that to this, because they both have that spice. They both have the
but
chocolate.
it's a different
It's
spice.
definitely different, but
Different
what are
spice.
your thoughts as the guy that prefers that style
like the
compared to
last
this?
I did like the last one better.
Just because of the smoothness.
So
I like Woodford in general.
as they have their own offside conversation, I kind of jumping in on that. It that rye necessarily to me isn't as smooth, which turns me off just slightly too. It's still great. It's still delicious, but it's just not quite as smooth. I think if you get into that, as we get into some of those Mexican hot chocolate sort of spicy stouts, I mean, you're getting that smoky peppery. It's just a different spice.
Which is fair. That's kind of what
So,
you're better at describing flavors.
for me, with this beer, I am going to rate it slightly lower than the last one. Not because I don't love it. This beer's stupid good.
Super good.
I'm docking it because I'm not getting the chocolate as much as I'd like.
Okay.
The rye is very overpowering on it.
Yeah.
I wish...
Well, rye bourbon is a very
yeah.
strong.
Oh,
it's
really?
a lot to compete with.
You remember, it's me. It's not John. I drink bourbon and rye.
I don't drink rye because it is too much. for
See,
me.
I do drink rye. But I was expecting a little more chocolate. Now, I think if I had another bottle to sit for a year...
Let it mellow for a bit.
Yeah, it is a little bit hot.
and let that rye sit just a little bit, because chocolate doesn't fade too fast.
No.
It's not that
But
hot,
that-
but I think it would get
that
bring more of the chocolate
that rye
out.
I will
spice,
say, I forgot it had chocolate in it.
that rye spice dropping just a little bit and letting the chocolate breathe. I think that's the one thing it's missing is a little
Little
more chocolate, little less rye heat, and you would have a beer that would compete for one of our top 10 spots.
Yeah.
This one's just a little short because of that,
This beer this time.
but it is. I mean, I wish I'd have brought 2 of these home.
Yeah.
But-
it needs a cellar.
It is still really good.
Really good.
What date does that beer have?
Oh, this is this year.
Oh, yeah, you did say 2020.
Yeah, this is vintage 2020. This is one of their new ones. But yeah,
Ivana goes first, doesn't she?
Oh, the
she
pressure.
does. It's the 8th beer, last beer of the night. Thank
I will
God,
say
because
for
we're at
stouts,
9:30.
We are, yeah.
Stouts fit the weather perfectly this time around.
Stouts with the weather perfectly every time of year.
Well, I'm gonna be a little biased. I don't see myself having a stout in the summertime, but the
All
wintertime.
IPA.
stout season.
I respect that. You know,
Alright, fair enough.
have you had
Stick it.
tacos? Have you had tacos in LA? You know,
Yeah.
Tacos in LA.
see, she gets it.
Oh, I knew she would. Anyway, continue.
What did I rate the last one?
I don't fucking know.
All right, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Not
You
Well,
were a
that being
4.
said, what?
You were 4.
4?
We
Okay.
live in the moment around here.
It's this
Fair
beer
enough,
this
fair
time.
enough,
Don't
fair
compare.
enough. Yeah,
This
I
beer
know. I have a hard time doing that.
I'm only throwing wax this
Not
time.
in the beer. Not in the beer.
I don't want to put your eye out.
I got glasses. I'm all right. I got one bad
The
eye.
longer I
anyway.
was sipping on it, the more I seemed to enjoy it, even though I did like the last one better. But I'm gonna give this a 3.75.
Okay.
That's respectable, especially not stout person.
I popped you that one day with that beer cap right in the glasses.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, you did. Forgot about that. Glad you brought that back up.
that's why I was throwing wax instead of the caps this time. Especially this one. This thing's got some wicked edges on
You're
it.
throwing caps at him?
That
Wicked
happens most
edges.
episodes. I'm
He used to. He grew up in the
So-
last 3 weeks.
You have glasses, right? No?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, good.
So I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I still love it, mostly because it's a rye barrel instead of. Is that what you put?
Yeah.
Mostly because
Will you two quit it?
I love rye barrels. I love what it brings because bourbon barrels, even when you change whiskeys, and every whiskey barrel does change the beer, but
Not dramatic.
rye is such a dramatic change. It's a
Yes.
bold change.
It's a gear shift.
It's a big difference, and it hit the mark. They did what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And if it cooled off just a hair, I think you get more of that chocolate because the longer it sits in your tongue, you still get it. But I would love for it to cool off just a hair, so I'm giving it a 4.5.
Yeah, and I was at a 4.5 as well. God damn it. 6 out of 8 beers, I think, will be the same. But
What's that end up?
4.25. Yep, 4.25. We've said over and over, when we get to the 4.5 or higher, really get into a personal preference stage. Like, if you're a rye bourbon whiskey guy, like, you might rate this a 5, and that's going to be good.
You're not a rye guy, right?
I'm not.
Which
No.
is surprising that
He's
you
not very
rate
much
it
of a
the
whiskey
same.
guy in general. Ironic because he likes barrel aged stouts,
Yeah.
which I can lop into it because I don't like coffee, but I like coffee stouts. So
All right, so
I
I
like
am,
some Glenmorangie.
I am going to speed us up a little bit. Beer of the night, starting with Matt. What was your beer of the night? It doesn't have to be the highest rated beer. So for Ivana,
Yeah.
doesn't have to be your highest rated beer.
Okay.
but what beer either surprised you and you enjoyed it and it became your beer of the night, even if you had a higher rated one, anything like that. So we'll start with Matt.
Honestly, I'm going Kool-Aid beer. The first one. That was one that was almost my beer of the night, but I just love River North and anticipated River North, so I was really excited for that one. That was my close runner-up, and that, I think, just for the surprise factor of what it was and how it tasted, that's my closing beer of the night.
Okay.
John.
I forget the name, but it was that Citra beer. That orange tasting beer.
That
IPA.
was
The second IPA?
Double grazing. No, Skies of Wonder.
Yeah, it had the orange it had the yellow circle.
Skies of Wonder.
That one, that might be, especially if I'm anticipating if it was fresh, that would be probably the highest rated IPA I've ever had. That was amazing, even 8 months old.
We had 2 very good IPAs
Yeah.
today. Well, we had 3 good IPAs.
We had a very good night
We
regardless.
had 2 stupid good IPAs with Skies of Wonder and the Doom.
But Skies of Wonder, yeah,
Even the
I
Grazing
want that.
Clouds wasn't bad.
No,
Like,
Skies of
and it
Wonder was
old,
just
too.
such a unique flavor.
Yeah,
Ivana.
The third IPA. I totally forgot what it was called.
That
That's
was the
my favorite.
Doomed by Anchorage.
Although I do have to give a special shout out to the Smashmallow beer.
Slush Mallow.
Slushmallow.
smash that like button.
Someone's been listening to
Smash
Smash Mouth.
Only because it took me completely off guard. I've never tried a slush beer before, and it was a pleasant surprise.
That's.
Did you get a little Julia Louis-Dreyfus on it?
Yeah, she does
A
that.
little Ella?
I do.
I'm actually going to be the only guy to pick a stout for the beer of the night. And I'm going to go with Drenched in Desire because it was, of the 3 stouts, I knew it would be good.
Really good.
But I thought it would be the lowest of the 3 stouts.
Yeah.
I got so did I.
Revolution and River North, I thought were going to kick
Big
its ass.
hitters.
They're both huge hitters in the stout world.
Big hitters here.
Big hitters on the show. I thought, and Revision's a very big stout brewery.
Yeah.
Very good brewery in general. But I thought they were going to kick its ass.
That was probably my
and
favorite of the
instead,
stouts.
it came out swinging. It was smooth. It was boozy. It was bourbony. It was barrely. It was everything I
We
wanted.
got 2 more coming.
That was the second one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That was the
That's
highest
probably
rated
my
stout
favorite
you
stout.
had.
Yeah.
It was very, very good. And even though I love Skies of Wonder for its uniqueness, I love Doomed for its crispness. 2 of our highest rated IPAs in months.
Yeah.
Drenched in Desire it shocked me by beating 2 powerhouses at this place. There are two of our favorite breweries, and it beat them both.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with it. So that's our beers of the night. We all kind of had a little bit of different. We were all over the place. We had Pixie Mix, Slush Mallow, Skies of Wonder, and Drenched in Desire.
Not one agreed upon.
Now, it's one of the first. Actually, it's one of the first nights I can
Yeah.
remember that we didn't have an agreed upon.
Yeah.
At least a couple
At
of
least
us,
a couple of us
Yeah.
matching up on a beer of the night.
Palate.
Some quick
While
comments.
agreeing on every score.
I promise
Ironically
before we
enough,
close out,
right?
just because I missed a few. I know they've been coming in late. Valerie said, hey, they like the Southside location of B&B, so it has a cool vibe as
Hey,
well.
South Indy, of course.
Dale has said, y'all still live? Damn. Hell yeah,
Damn.
we're partying.
It's been a long show tonight.
Apparently it's been, it's that week hiatus. And he says, that damn horn scared the cat.
Oh, the
Bow, 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 bow.
Do it one more time. Scare the cat.
yeah, scare the cat.
Scare the cat.
Scare the pussy. Cat. No. Thanks, guys, for listening. Sorry about it running late. It's what happens when we don't get to hang out for a week.
But we're not that sorry.
Ain't that true? These were good beers. I am TBG_Ops guy.
My dog being Q.
Our lovely guest.
Ivana.
Is it Ivana or Ivana?
It is Ivana.
Ivana, all right.
Oh, I always say it wrong. It's fine. And behind the camera, the one, the only.
I'll scream out.
Thanks for listening, guys, and thanks for listening to the debut of our theme song by Off Screen Matt. Later.
Hunka.
A